One. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. Thanks for being here with us tonight. Hello, players.
Hello.
Hi.
Doing fantastic today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yesterday was Halloween. Did we do a lot of stuff on Halloween?
Got chased by a Chucky doll.
AKA your child.
Yeah.
Actually, sounds awesome. I hid indoors for most of my Halloween.
Yeah, I turned all the lights off and closed all the windows because the kids in my neighborhood suck.
Yeah.
And when we moved into our neighborhood, there was probably 8 or 9 houses decorated for Halloween. This year, every single house on our street was dark because people just keep coming up stealing shit.
Dude, I saw a video of this.
Shout out to the kids.
Right.
This-
and everybody's like, "Why does Halloween suck now? It's not."
This little kid ran up to this candy bowl. I saw this on Reddit, and he had a little plastic bag with him. He takes the entire candy bowl, dumps it, puts the bowl back, looks at the Ring camera, gives it the bird, and leaves.
Dude, the last time we decorated, minus replaced the middle finger with them just stealing the candy and the bowl. They just took the bowl. It was a nice bowl.
Dude, Halloween was actually popping around my house. I had to go to his house yesterday because I build my stuff super late for D&D, and
That's okay. It's fresh in your mind.
all over the neighborhood, kids, vehicles. There's a hay riot on the other street.
Yep.
Like a truck pulling a trailer with the bales of hay and stuff. I had no idea because again I hide indoors for Halloween.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
There's one house on the main street out there that has damn fog machines and stuff going, and it was
Around
great.
your place?
No, right out here on
Around my
on
place.
this main street. Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
There was lights, gravestones all in the front yard, skeletons, and then they had fog rolling.
That sounds kind of fun. I don't know if I may go out one day for
Look,
Halloween. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong.
Maybe next year.
I
Maybe
would
next year.
love. Oh shit! Sorry. I would love to do that, but the closest thing we have is our giant Oogie Boogie. And last time we put it out, kids just kept coming up and
They beat it up.
getting in a fist fight with it.
Well, I suppose we are here to do a little D&D. Y'all got anything you want to say before we get moving on?
I don't think so.
No? Okay, well in that case, you may have noticed an intro didn't happen before I did this because I'm trying something new. So now, here's this.
What lies beneath the lands of Phandelver? Danger, riches, power, puppies, death. Threats that seek to overwhelm the village. And threats that seek to overwhelm the Sword Coast itself. With the threat undiscovered, an empire of evil will rise. War will plague the Sword Coast and beyond. Fate itself may rely on 4 unlikely heroes. And so, another adventure is about to take place. Cloak and Stagger presents Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk.
It's better than what I thought. I was like, damn it, I sound like Cosby.
All right. So, I believe Flynn is going to catch us up on what went down last time. So, Mr. Flynn, you have the floor.
Ooh, all right. The floor is mine. So we started last time where we were just outside of the general store, where there were, there was just one, just real mean-looking chap out there. His name is Mabel, and he is blind. That's a fun fact about Mabel that we learned. And we also learned it's Wesley's fault that he's blind. And Mabel is not super thrilled about that, and not super thrilled to be interacting with our sweet summer boy over here. But somehow he could still see. Maybe he has some sort of weird magic, something like that. Can I help you?
See, I stopped myself from interrupting him. Now you got yelled at.
Is there something you'd like to share with the class?
Is this what?
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
You flicked me off, Jamie. Can we start the stream over?
Yeah, we need to start over.
Why is it looking like that?
Why is it looking like
Oh,
that?
never mind. It's just something. Never mind. Sorry.
We are off the rails. This is off the rails. What is happening? Should I continue or should we wait?
Oh, no, you could continue.
I don't think my ADD will allow me.
Really? Why?
There's just a lot going on.
I'm trying to get music playing, and I think we are lagging bad right now.
Are we?
Yeah, it started dropping frames.
Well,
Drop frames 126.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff to look at.
Why are we lagging now? We were fine.
Probably because Kim said something. When she opened the door, she let the lag get in the house. You know what I'm saying?
It seeped in the
Yeah,
room.
all the lag was out there, and she let it in. Oh no.
Yeah.
We're trying to get.
See?
trying to
She's
get-
fucking laughing now. You see that shit? It's funny, ain't it?
I mean, I guess
Lock the
just
door, she's
we'll
coming. I
keep
hear her.
moving
Lock
through
the
it. And
fuck. Say shit.
we'll keep moving through it and just deal with it as it goes. But we're still recording, so this will be the one I probably upload then, since this one's already getting jank. But yeah,
Okay.
you can go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
In silence.
I don't like the silence. All right. Anyways, Mabel was there. He was blind. Stop that.
Okay.
He was not really wanting to talk with you, so you forced him to talk to you and promised him that you would try and fix his eyeballs. We went in and found his, I don't know if it's his brother or his friend or whatever, Alpert. He was in there buying some supplies. He was also, like, they're both very goth, emo-looking characters. But this one was slightly less emo because he said he wanted to join us. He asked if he could join our group, and we said no. That's a different vibe. We don't need that negativity. So Wesley feels bad about whatever happened. We don't know specifics about everything that happened with Mabel and Alpert. But Wesley wants to mend that bridge. He wants to repair their wounds. Mainly, it seems like Mabel's blindness. That seems to be a real focus point. So then we went in, we bought supplies from Barthen's, and dropped off the dragon scales at the blacksmith. Then we headed to redeem our coupons at the Sleeping Giant, and make good on our free drinks. So we went in, we found Wheel of Fortune, the very kind tiefling lady, and redeemed our free drinks. It wasn't too long, though, before a drunk dwarven owner of the Sleeping Giant, Grista, came out and, long story short, Tonk challenged her to a drinking competition in exchange for free drinks for the night. She lost horribly. It wasn't even close. It was a blowout. We got free drinks for the night. So great business practice for them. After that, we kind of were making small talk, but we really urged Wheel to do what she could to fix up the place and kind of get it running a bit more smoothly, even if it didn't have Grista's approval. Better to ask forgiveness, that whole thing. When we left, I was the last one to leave the tavern and kind of left her 10 extra gold for her troubles and told her to fix the place up. Then we headed back to Stonehill Inn. We found Sildar and Gundren They were making plans for their Wave Echo Cavern, I guess, project, whatever. So we made an agreement with them, signed a contract that basically we will help Gundren with his next adventure in the caverns. There was a clause that was added that should the Lord's Alliance send their patrol or troops down to Phandelver, that they would spare somebody to help be a bouncer at the Sleeping Giant, because we just don't want to create any safe havens for ruffians in this town. This is a zero tolerance ruffian clause on this town now. Yeah, so they were making the plans to do that. I have here that, because it was kind of an aside, that I think you are trying to sabotage Darren Edermith's future son-in-law with his fighting lessons.
No. I requested.
No, I know what you said.
Well, that's what
this is what Flynn thinks. And then we had another long conversation about the dismembered leg with Wesley, and hopefully convinced him that we need to bury this damn thing. Again, this is Flynn's perspective, not what we know. But instead, he wants us to find 2 human eyes, but then we were able to bargain down to a couple of goblin eyes. So we'll start there. Then we had a very long debate about the process of curing meat. And I decided I think I'm going to buy a big bag of salt from Barthen's. And finally, we asked Tonk where he was from, because we've been traveling with this dude for like 2 weeks and have never had a single conversation about your backstory or where you're from. And you had no clue. And after some prodding, we found out you're from a place called Tanar, and it's specifically known for like stonework and masonry. And you think you have a family. And that was pretty much the end of our conversations, I guess the important ones, and we scuttled off to bed.
Okay. Nice and thorough. Here is your prize.
Thank you.
Skull
It was
of
longer than I wanted
inspiration.
to be, but I only count from the time where I started over after the chaos.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. Details is good.
Mwah!
So, we
Save me.
ended last session with you all heading back to your fellow rooms and going to bed. As I recall, in your current situations, Tonk and Flynn are staying in one room. Wesley and Wedge are staying in the other room. Wesley is already in his bed with an extra guest under the sheets, I believe. What was it you had with you?
We're spooning.
Sister Grail.
Nah, he's spooning his own leg.
So, can you be more specific?
Oh, Wesley's working on trying to make the leg move, and he succeeded. But everyone thinks he's weird because of it, even though he's not. So he's gonna keep the leg hidden in the covers with him.
Is it just a leg?
Oh, it's a leg attached to a rat
There we go. Okay.
growing out of it.
Under the sheets with you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and proceed from there. You guys get benefits of a long rest. Evening goes by swiftly. Sun rises, and you all begin to awaken as per normal when morning comes.
I think me and you were sharing a room, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to assume that I am the first to wake up. And I'm going to try and quietly get up and get ready. He needs rest. He had a long night.
Tonk, you making any effort to give it up at all?
No,
Okay.
not at all. Oh, wait, it depends. The window's shut?
Do we have windows?
We do in our room.
Yeah. Both y'all have windows, and they're not shut.
Can I shut them?
I mean, well, they're closed, but there's no like little blind.
There's no curtains or anything?
There's some curtains. You know, there's some curtains.
I close them.
Okay.
Darkness.
Yeah,
It's
then
pretty-
don't,
pretty
don't,
dim in the
don't
room.
try to get up at all.
And I'll just kind of creep around, get my gear on, my backpack, my boots tied tight,
Okay.
and I will slip out of the room.
Even if he was loud, would you still be sleeping?
So
I'll make a stealth check.
Well,
Tonk-
you might not have to if you roll a one.
Tonk
He
would
won't
be
wake up.
Tonk would be rolling or sawing some wood.
Would you roll in that stealth check?
13.
Okay, yeah. Tonk's out. He's out.
And you just walk out the door?
I walk out slowly and close it.
Did you undo the alarm?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, I said it last night before we went to bed when we had the conversation.
That was hours ago.
So the alarm would go off.
What does it sound like?
No.
Yeah.
It's loud. It's so loud. It echoes the entire end. This ear-piercing banshee wail just goes off that we can all imagine in our heads clearly.
I jump out of bed ready to fight. I sleep naked.
I'm just standing there in the door. Door's still open. I'm just standing there like this.
You both are shot awake. You hear other people. You hear shouting down the hallway from the inn. You hear rushing up the steps. Some footfalls. A lot of chaos is suddenly happening.
What's going on?
Wedge
Someone breaking
is pretty
in?
sure it's Tonk again. Because the last time we did this, he just rushed out of the room. So I'm not too concerned. And I just go through the process of undoing my alarms.
Toblin arrives at the top of the steps, looking down the hallway in a bit of a panic. He looks like he's holding a frying pan in one hand.
It's fine, Toblin. It's fine. Is it stopped now or is it still going?
Yeah, how long does this last?
I mean,
It's your alarm.
Like, how long does it
About
take
30
you
seconds.
to disable
30
it?
seconds, it goes off.
Okay,
After
so
about 30 seconds.
Turn that off! What is this?
this is not me. It's not me. I'm sorry. It's. I'm just gonna wait till it stops, and I'm just gonna kind of.
About 15 more seconds go by, and then it turns off.
We have some extra precautions that we're taking while dealing with this situation that we're currently going through. I apologize. It's my fault because I forgot that we said it and I didn't disarm it before. I was trying to be polite and let people sleep, and I have in fact done the opposite. So, I am sorry.
Make a persuasion check.
Wedge would
Pretty
probably
good.
be coming out of the room right now.
18.
He lowers his frying pan and just please be more careful. You aren't the only ones here.
Yep, won't happen again. I apologize. My fault.
All right, you see Toblin heading back downstairs and yelling over the railing. It's nothing, just don't worry. And you hear him trailing off.
I turn back to Tonk. It's fine if you'd like to go back to sleep now. It was false alarm.
The heart's racing now. I'm awake.
All right. Well, let's put our awake clothes on, and I'll head downstairs and just find a place to sit.
Okay, it's early in the morning. There's not a lot of folks here. About 3 folks sitting at some tables right now, eating breakfast maybe before they start their work day. Toblin is up and early, as always. And yeah, there's a table that I'm not sure who knows that you've carved in or put a plaque on that reserved for you guys, but it's still sitting there empty.
Copper plaque, yeah.
I'll go to that table and sit.
I'm going to go over to their room and get the alarm and then head downstairs as well.
All right, you head on down stairs, and you see Flynn already sitting at your table. You stayed in bed, Wesley?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
What was in the room? Is there anything to make a box out of or something?
To make a box out of?
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a end table.
Is there like
maybe a dresser?
How can I use the blankets to wrap around the leg and just kind of carry it with me like?
The rat with the leg connected to it.
Yeah.
I gotta emphasize that. It's like you're carrying I imagine you're carrying the letter T with you at all times.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it could look like a baseball bat. I could be a baseball player.
Or a giant hammer, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to fashion it in a way, maybe wrap it in a blanket where I could carry it with me.
I mean, if you want to take the blankets off the bed and wrap it around it, yeah. Why would you not be able to do that?
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You pull the covers off of the bed and start wrapping it around this
How big is my leg? I'm
rat
kidding.
leg until it's, are you wrapping it nice and tight?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like a giant T when you're done.
Okay. I'm gonna. Wes is gonna just pick it up and can I is there I got some rope or something?
Yeah.
Can I kind of make like it's a sword or something on my back?
You want to make a hoist diagonally over you and sheath it on your back?
Yeah.
mean, you're an artificer. I'm sure you could figure out how to tie that.
How long will it take me?
3 minutes.
Okay, I want to do that.
So you fashion this rope and tie it snug on your chest and slide the leg part of the rat through these 2 rope coils that you have on your back until it just fits nicely.
Is there a mirror in the room?
Yeah.
Can I look at the? Can I look at the mirror and make sure it doesn't look like a leg, or you can't see the leg at all?
Okay, so you go and look at the mirror, and it looks like it's covers, not necessarily sheets that you've taken, so they're a little thick. So you can't see like the rat's head outlined at the front of it. It's just a rounded oval tip. It doesn't look like a rat immediately looking at it, or a leg. That's the long shaft part.
Okay, that's good. All right, we're going.
You head outside your room.
I'd like to walk out of my room right at the same time.
Okay. You see Wesley equipped with a new weapon as soon as he steps
Good
out.
morning,
on his
Mr.
back.
Stone Dong.
What? Good morning, Wesley. Do I see it move at all? Like the rat move or the toes?
No.
Oh, what did you? What's that?
Well, you know what it is.
I don't.
It's the thing.
Yeah, the thing.
Does it? I made it look hidden, right? It looks normal, right?
Yeah, it looks like something for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, has Mr. Wedge seen that?
No.
Oh, what about Flynn?
No, I'm gonna go show him.
Oh, you do that. I'll be right behind you.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep walking to the table.
Both of you head downstairs. Wedge, you were first down there. Was there anything you're doing with Flynn before they get down there?
Actually, no. Before I go down there, I need to go back to my room and switch over the bag of holding from my infusion to the potato sack
Oh.
thing and transfer the potato sack over to the.
Would you have gone downstairs and been like, oh, shoot, and turned around and gone back up?
Yeah, I'd probably pass them in the hallway.
Okay. As
Like,
they're
I'm
coming
gonna
down
take care of
the
this.
steps, you're actually going up it. You see, first you see Wesley coming down with something on his back, something big. And Tonk behind him, are you like grinning or what?
I'm just like I'm looking at it, trying to figure out what the thing is, because Tonk doesn't actually know what the thing is. He just agreed.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to check it out. Trying to, obviously, probably like, and if he tries to turn around, just stand up straight.
Okay, that's what you see on the way back up, Wedge. As you
I'm just
pass
gonna
by.
look like, kind of pay no attention to him, and then try to make eye contact with like,
Good morning, Mr. Ravenson.
"Good morning, boy. Good morning."
Did you?
And he actually is passing you right now, heading back to his room.
Oh, do you look busy?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'll see you in the table.
Okay, I'll be down there in a second.
All right.
Both of you arrive at the table. Flynn, you see your allies approach, and you know what you see.
If there was any time where I was approached by anybody like in the tavern about food, I would have already ordered.
No one's come by yet.
Poor service here. So you two are walking up?
Yeah.
Ah, good morning.
Good morning.
Sleep well.
Yeah, I had some sleep.
And you?
Yeah, until someone forgot to turn off the alarm.
I heard it.
Oh, and you would remember to turn off the alarm.
Well,
You've proven that you don't.
Well, yeah. Well, I got a bunch of flat for it, and I would just assume that you would remember and pay attention next time.
No, now it's my turn to get the flack.
That's what I'm doing, so why are you trying to turn it around on me?
Why do you always do this? You know, you're always just trying to put the blame on me. And I'm the one that's, you know what? It's not worth it. It's okay, I forgive you. Now, you got something new there.
I do. It's hidden.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
You know what it is. And I think you'll be pretty surprised when you see it.
all right. Yes, I'm sure I will.
Female dwarf approaches your table at this point. You remember her. She served you numerous times. Elsa walks up and says, good morning, early risers, hi?
Yes, and apologies again for yesterday with the weird orders. I don't foresee that being a continuing thing unless our other fourth compatriot is here.
Well, coin is coin. You pay, and it's all bygones be bygones.
Yeah. Eggs, bacon,
Potatoes,
potatoes.
pork, eggs, and sausage. And we could probably do some potatoes if you want. We normally don't do that in the mornings, but we can.
You'd like to have a little starch, a little calories. You know? Yes, the whole thing. The big breakfast.
You serve ale in the morning too, right?
All hours.
So, okay, I'll get two.
And
Starting
you?
off the day strong.
Anything?
I'll just have some food.
He'll have what I... Same thing.
Aye. 2 breakfasts and ale, then it is.
The big breakfast.
2 big breakfasts. We'll make them extra big for you.
And I'd like 2 raw eggs in a cup.
All right. And she turns and walks off.
I just promised her we were not going to order weird shit.
Wedge, you would have been wrapped up with your
Yeah.
infusion shifting and heading back down,
Yep.
I imagine.
Oh shit! I
So-
forgot to do that shit.
Just so you know, like my jacket now is that other bag of holding.
Your
the one
jacket?
We'll see how this
Yeah,
goes.
with the 1 in 6 chance.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So I dropped the regular infusion and just transferred the infusion over,
Okay.
or transferred the magic over.
Sure.
Right, so you don't forget.
Gotcha. That's good. That's actually really good to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to take
See what
advantage of that.
Well, let's see what happens.
You approach your table of friends, and
Yep.
they all seem to be chatting amongst each other.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Who forgot the alarm?
That was me.
Oh,
Well, why'd you look at me? Like I did it. I was still sleeping.
You've done it before.
yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't do it this time.
Fair enough.
Bygones be bygones. You're forgiven.
Maybe I should set like a thing on it where it knows us.
Yeah, maybe, if that's possible. I mean, to be honest, I blame it on... I got just the best sleep last night. I slept...
good.
I mean, I know it was just for a few hours, but it felt like weeks.
That's not pretty good too.
So you can see how these things might slip one's mind.
No, yeah. Felt like a weight had been lifted. It was kind of nice.
I feel I would have felt that way if I had about 1 more hour of sleep.
There's always
Don't fucking look at
tomorrow.
me.
We ordered breakfast.
Yes,
So, yeah.
Nice.
Well, I mean,
we did.
You guys didn't get any?
I'm not going to try and presume what the fuck it is you eat.
Pretty much.
You ordered raw meat last night.
I was gonna try to cure it. Speaking of that.
No, we promised her already. We're not doing that this morning. It's too early in the day for that. You need to give Elsa a chance to go through some other weirdos to prime her first before we come in with our whole circus.
There's always lunch.
There is lunch. Perfect timing.
My dear boy, did you not use the wand today?
I haven't touched it yet.
I know. But I just don't want you trying it out on bread. Again.
I don't. Okay.
Thank you.
Is that all you have to ask him?
So what's with the...
Oh, you know what it is.
It's a new sword that he got.
Right.
Yeah, it's you know what it is.
It's hidden, Mr. Ravenden.
All right, and I'm gonna pat him on his back and
When you
kinda
do that,
throw
it moves.
Why? What did?
Well, you
How
know,
did you get that out of the bag?
I kind of just took it.
Okay. Why do you have it on your back?
Well, you know, just so we're gonna use it later, right? Right?
What do you mean by use it?
To bury. Why is it moving?
But
What is it?
I
It's the the thing the dragon took, the leg thing that.
Oh,
supposed to be
that
burying today.
thing.
Why did it move?
well, I didn't want to. Okay, hear me out. I did a lot of work last night. I didn't want you guys to see, but now I'm certain I'm getting somewhere.
You agreed
Right.
that we would bury it today with
But
Sister Grail.
Sister Grail is quirky. She sees all the work I did. she helps me debate you guys. Maybe you guys,
Okay, so we all understand we're on the same page. If you present this to Sister Grell, and she says we should bury it, we're gonna bury it. No more talk. But if Sister Grell can convince us otherwise, we'll keep it.
Yeah. Well, wait till you see what it can do. I'll unravel it there.
Wesley. My sweet summer child. So innocent. So beautiful. But so help me, if we do not bury that fucking leg today, I will bury you.
Well, I know you guys don't like it, but my friends, they really need help. And just seeing them reminded me, I didn't do the best thing for them, but I can make it up to them. I can at least make their bodies whole again.
Said what I've said. I'm not going to argue with you. The leg goes in the ground, or you do. Or you can both go in there.
Okay.
I'm done talking about the fucking leg.
Well, we'll bring it up later.
Move on.
After I have a training session, so
Instead of bringing up, I'm going to put down the leg in the ground. And you can go in there with it. For all I fucking care.
But what about my friends?
What about us?
Well, what if you guys...
I mean, they're going on adventures. Go join them. Take your leg. Take your eyeballs. Take anything you fucking want with them.
Wesley's just gonna look down and just start thinking.
What's his expression? Does he look dejected, or is he concerned, or
He's just like sad.
he looks sad?
Yeah.
He gets a sad expression and looks down.
Wedge is gonna pat him on the back. He's like, "It's conversation."
Did you touch it?
No, your back,
Okay.
like your shoulder.
Oh wait, it reacts off of me.
Did you want to touch it?
No, I did not. Just wanted to touch his shoulder.
It felt like it's been working out.
Elsa approaches your table again, arms loaded with these two large platters of food. Sets one in front of you. Sets one in front of you.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
Turns and grabs two ales and sets them in front of you.
Can I-
And one more, what would be an ale, but sets that in front of you, and you just see two uncracked, sitting there eggs.
Can I have
Nonchalant.
I'm just
two cooked
watching.
eggs
Take the egg.
and some bread?
Crack it. Put it
You
in
can.
the beer.
Just so you know, too, 4 silver from you, 4 silver from. I thank you, and
Here you go.
3 for you,
How much was it? 4?
and it'll be 3 for you when I return. She turns and walks away.
Good job, everyone. We did it.
We paid for our food.
Breakfast for champions.
Trampions.
Oh, I feel that chicken.
Hey, we gotta get the slur going.
A few more patrons are entering the tavern at this
I'm
point.
gonna
Let's
let
get a little
Bug
busier.
out in his puppy form and just kind of
Where was Bug?
in the jacket.
In the jacket you're wearing?
Yeah. 6.
Okay.
And just pet him.
Yeah, you just pull out your dog, start petting him.
I'm eating my food.
All right, we're just eating.
Yep.
So we eat, we drink. Elsa comes back, delivers you your food. You pay 3 silver and enjoy your breakfast. You don't have to eat a ration a day, so you avoid exhaustion since you guys ate food, even raw eggs. However you did that
Oh, I cracked it in my ale.
in the ale.
Yeah.
And then I got
What?
I got 2 eggs. I cracked one, put it in my ale, chugged it down, cracked the other one, put it in my ale, and now I'm drinking it.
Talk about drinking your breakfast. All right.
So it's breakfast for champions.
Wedge is gonna scarf down breakfast as quickly as possible and kind of stand up, put Bug back, and like, I gotta go to Darren's.
Why? Your lessons.
Yes, he said he would give me combat lessons with sword
Ooh, Mr.
and my
Raventon,
shield. Yeah.
I was going to go too. I figured you might need my help.
You're gonna do lessons with us?
Well, I figured I could just be there to help you. I could
Alright.
bring water. I could bring rags.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
bring
I don't
fruits.
know how it's gonna go. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. So
Well, we'll be there.
You guys still have more to eat, so
Okay.
come up when you guys are done, or you guys want to go now?
You have a map of the town.
I do. There you go.
Oh, wait, do we
What
have, we
was
have a printed
that?
one, right?
I like my hands.
Yeah, if
are
you
like
wanna pull
this,
it out,
and
we got a
maybe
printed
why
one
do that.
too.
I didn't do that in character. That was me in real life. How much did I eat yet, Jamie? How big was the food?
It was a big breakfast.
How big of a food?
Like 3 pork links, 2
Damn.
eggs,
I don't even know if who would eat
chopped
that
up
much.
potato, fried a bit.
What are you doing?
He's pulling up the map. We got an in-person map.
Oh, you want the action cam, dog?
It doesn't show up.
Oh,
Uh,
can we get our little refuel?
what'd you say? E-fuel?
Yeah.
I was hoping people didn't notice.
Oh. I thought she was making.
I'm not self-conscious about it.
Hey, got my map working. Boom.
There's the map.
So you guys are sitting at the table. You finished eating and drinking at this point.
Yeah,
Wedge, you're hopping up and just heading out.
Yeah.
As anybody joining Wedge, this will be an event if you'd like to go.
I am.
Honk would not.
What's Tonk doing?
Honk's kind of scheming up in his head how to go get that stone.
Okay.
Say that, not necessarily. I think I'm gonna go see that lady that I'm trying to remember her name. That has. That
Talia?
Yeah, that has that stone.
The minor exchange lady? Oh, remember you had that jade statues as well still. Or did I take it back?
I don't remember.
You want to have it?
Sure, maybe.
Well, if he has it, just in case. I don't know.
Maybe maybe I can try to do a trade or something.
I think it's worth like 40. Not cheap, but it's not.
I've got something else I'm gonna do.
Okay, so both of you aren't going. No, this might take a moment. You're okay not going still?
I'm fine.
Very well.
I may head there late, but I'm gonna make a stop.
Okay, just let me know if you show up. So you start thinking about the Miners Exchange in Halia, that weird rock that gave you those, whatever that rope was, some sort of awakened nightmare, whatever it was. It wasn't good. You remember not being good. And Flynn, you're what are you doing?
I'm gonna go pay a visit to Sister Grail.
Okay, you're gonna go see Sister Grail. All right.
Oh no.
In the meantime, we will defer to Wedge and Wesley. Both of you hop up and head out of the tavern and start moving towards Etermouth Orchard.
As soon as we get outside the door, I'm going to kind of gently toss Bug and let him transform into his bigger form so he can walk with us.
Okay, Bug grows to his more scary-looking size. Has patches of fur on his body and whatnot instead of just covering him. You head through the town, pass by familiar sights, past Sister Grail's place, past the blacksmith, round the corner towards Etermouth Orchard, and start heading down his trail. About halfway there, you could see past the orchard itself through the trees. You actually see a figure already standing out there, kind of hunched over, and it looks like they're breathing heavily. Beyond that, you see kind of outline of another figure, and another one just standing behind a fence leaning on it. Once you get... are you walking up to all of them, I'm assuming? Or
Yeah.
Are you going to Darren's house, or what are you doing?
Is there a figure that looks like Darren? Can I identify Darren being there?
It could be, yeah, it looks like it, kind
Yeah,
of.
I'm going to walk up to the person that I'm assuming is Darren.
Okay, so you have to head through the orchard. So you head on under all these apple trees till you enter a little bit of a clearing, and you see the person standing there panting is holding a sword in their right hand, and it's Grobbit. And you see Darren kind of standing there staring at him like this. And you see Bertice, maybe about 30 feet away, leaning on a fence post with her foot up, just watching.
I'm going to tip my hat to her and say good morning, and then, it looks like I'm a little late. Sorry about that.
Bertice looks at you and just rests her head on her chin, and Darren calls out, good morning, welcome. You came today, I'm glad. I was actually hoping you would.
I'm excited about it.
And he looks towards Wesley and says, "Oh, and you brought another one along.
Yep,
Hello.
yep.
Will you be joining us in training?"
I was hoping to just watch.
I see. I was kind of hoping a lot of you would come, but that's fine if it's just you two. You said you're watching?
Just to help Mr. Ravendon.
Yeah, I'm more trying to learn how to use the sword and the shield.
Very well.
I'm not very familiar with it yet.
Gravit, you're up for round 2, right? Gravit, do I have to? And which Darren says, "Of course you do. If you could still stand, we're training. This is gonna increase your fortitude." You hear Batiste audibly sigh over near the fence post, and then Darren looks back to you and says, "The way I'd like to do this is, you said you wanted to get better at swordsmanship,
Yes.
We have fought side by side in the road before, but I'm curious what your abilities would be in a one-on-one situation. Would you be willing to show me what you're capable of?
Yeah.
I mean, no holding back, not just swinging a sword."
Sure. Yeah. I'm good.
Be there now.
Good. I suppose it'll just be you, me, and Gravit, of course. You'll be assisting Wedge in this. And he takes a few steps forwards and kind of cracks his shoulders and says, "To be honest, there's a few things that I'm capable of that I have recently realized again. I'm excited to see where I'm at as well."
And I'm like, we gotta fight you?
The two of you, yes.
Oh, great. I'm gonna head toward the fence.
Unless he wants to participate.
No.
Do you want me to help you, Mr. Ravendon?
No. Let's see how this goes.
You got it, Mr. Ravendon. Fuck him up.
I'm gonna take off my jacket and retrieve from it the sword and my shield.
I have water for you here if you want.
Do I have to roll twice?
Yes. You took 2 items out.
2, 6.
Okay. You retrieve your sword and shield from your jacket.
And I want to take my hat off and put it on one of the fence posts and kind of nice pat it down.
All right.
And then sword and shield and walk over toward Gravit.
So Darren nods at you as you approach. You enter this clearing. It looks like a nice big open area. There aren't many obstacles around here besides a few trees behind you. And Darren smiles. He looks excited. Looks a bit more excited than you've seen in the past. He almost like he's reinvigorated by his recent adventuring. I need to set up something real quick.
We gonna use the terrain that you actually prepared for?
A little bit.
We're doing so good.
Oh, it's the apple trees. The chocolate apple trees.
Can you set these around the back area there? Just wherever. Just general orchard territory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And also, while we're setting this up,
Yeah.
both of you start heading out to your destinations. Are you actually heading towards Hylia, Tonk?
Yeah, I would head straight to the
That's where the fuck that one goes.
miners' exchange.
And Flynn?
I'm headed to the temple.
Okay, both of you are heading in your respective places. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and have Wedge roll initiative.
Roll high.
Or die.
Ooh, yes. 6
Do you get plus anything?
3. I got a 9.
Just stab him in the eye. Fuck him.
There's Gravit. There's you. And here's Darren. About 30 out. Move that tree a bit further back from me.
Oh.
This whole area right here should be
Jamie.
clear.
And Bug.
Oh, and Bug. Okay, cool.
Can I be there just watching?
Yeah, there you go.
Where am I at?
Off to the side.
I'm over here.
Probably
Next-
with Bertice.
On the fence? Where's the fence?
Where's Bertice at?
Over here. And he would be about 25 feet out. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. About right there. Yeah. Let's see what this looks like.
Oh, here.
It's blurry.
I got you. I'll be the cameraman. I ain't here.
Okay.
You gotta spit on that lens.
He looks so
Hot tour.
far away. Dude, spit on that thing.
Ugh.
Oh,
Gross.
Jamie doesn't like moisture.
likes it dry like sandpaper.
All right, what'd you roll?
Here, girl, take the silicone packet.
Give me the initiative. What'd you roll initiative for?
9.
9. Okay.
Didn't concentrate.
When he saw Dune, he left very aroused.
Oh boy. All right. Let me get my training music here. Where'd I put it? So, Darren will be first to act.
Oh, great.
He sees you step up and put on your sword and shield and stand at the ready. And you see him, he has a long sword in his hand. He stretches his muscles out and then he grabs his he grabs a sword with 2 hands. And he crouches down and starts running towards you. As he's rushing at you, you're not sure if your eyes are playing tricks on you, but he immediately shifts left, and another image of him shifts right. So you see 2 Darrens coming at you from 2 sides until they run right up to you.
Immediately cross my eyes to make 4 of them.
Oh, you about to get fucked, boy. Oh!
God dang.
You know which one's the real one, though, right?
Do I?
Darren is going to immediately just make a regular swing at you first.
Which one is making the swing?
The one to your left, or Wedge's left.
Okay. So
18 hits, right?
Let me make sure.
You turn up in
I have an
room a little
18.
bit?
My armor class is 18.
Okay, meets beats.
So my armor class meets his attack.
Incorrect. His attack
And I-
meets your
well,
armor. It
that
hits.
just sounds
You take some long sword damage. You are going to take 8 slashing damage.
seems unfair.
And the moment his sword connects with you, as soon as you're trying to guard that, this other, what looked like an illusion, has a sword swinging you as well.
Bugs will use his reaction on that one since he's closer. That's the one to my right, right? Closer to Bug. Bug will use his reaction to cause disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, disadvantage was good there. An 11 doesn't hit you, right?
No.
You see this coming, and you think this is an illusion. You're almost not concerned about it, but you hold your shield up just in case. And as soon as that thing's sword makes contact, slams into you. Whatever this is, it's real. And he can do one more thing. But he's going to end his turn for now, because this is training. Next up will be Gravit, who will shout, there was only one of them earlier, I don't know. And he holds up the sword and does a half-hearted swing towards the Echo. Oh, look at you, little Gravit. Okay. He's going to hit him.
Ooh.
I told you. My boy's he's got it in him.
He hits him for 4 damage. And as soon as he cuts through that thing, it vanishes.
There's the fire I was looking for.
And you see Gravit almost kind of impressed himself. He's like, did I get it? Did I? While he's rambling, you're up, Wedge.
I'm going to attack the Darren that I see, and I'm going to use my green flame blade. So, 16.
It looks like a 16 would hit, but Darren is going to use his reaction to parry, adding 3 to his AC. As soon as that blade comes down, he raises his longsword, blocks.
All right, and then as soon as he blocks, I'm gonna use my bonus action to get Bug to attack him.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That one's gonna hit.
And then... 4 damage.
Okay, Bug bites into Darren and deals 4 damage. To which Darren looks down at it, and almost like he's seeing you work in unison with this creature. Almost looks a little bit proud as he takes his damage. And a turn?
Yep.
Okay. That'll bring us to the outliers. What are you doing, Wesley? You seen this happen? You saw Darren split into 2 people and swing at Wedge.
Oh, whoa, get him, Mr. Raventon. Get him.
Just hyping him up.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, we're going back to the top here. That'll bring us to Darren. So seeing his attacks didn't go as well, we'll try something a little bit different. As he's holding onto his sword like this, he's going to flip it and hold just the blade and attack with the heft. Looks like he's aiming for your sword hand. He's trying to disarm you.
All right.
But first, he has to hit you to do that. Oh, which it's probably hitting. 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barely misses.
He had to use a superiority die for that. So, give me a second. Alright, this one's going to sting a little bit as he disarms you.
The first one stung.
Well, this one's going to hit for 13 damage this time. And as soon as it slams your hand, it feels like he may have accidentally hit a little too hard. Something may have been busted when he did that.
Yeah, like
but
a
your
nerve.
sword goes and slides on the grass away from you. Or
During
grass.
this, since it's training, are we doing the...
Knockout?
Massive damage.
massive damage roll?
I'll say no, not in this
That
case.
would've-
He's not trying to break your wrist off.
He's not trying to cut your hand
We'll
off.
forgo that for now.
All right. So yeah, I take the damage.
Yes, beat man.
As soon as he lands
As expected.
that blow, he shouts at you, "Even without a weapon, I know you're capable. What are you going to do?" It looks like he's reeling up another swing, but he pauses. That's the end of his turn.
He's straight up a character out of an anime.
He's fairly strong right now. Gravit, after Darren yells this, kind of does a shout as well. As he leans forward to swing, he goes, "Ah!" and just swipes.
Swipe that ass.
Unfortunately, a 13's not going to hit. As he does, Darren, almost mid-swing at you again, Wedge, just reels back and this swipe completely misses.
Oh, did he do the flank?
No, he's not that smart.
Oh, okay.
But you again, Wedge.
I am going to use...
I answered that. I'm not the DM. I just moved him over there.
Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
So I'm going to tear off a piece of paper, lick it, and try to hit him with it. Uh, 19.
That'll hit.
Didn't work correctly. All right, and then 6.
Okay. You do 6 damage to him as this lightning courses through him. It kind of seizes up for a bit, holding onto his weapon.
And then I'm going to kind of kneel and call Bug to jump over my back and attack. 7 plus 5. It's 12.
12 will not hit.
All right.
As he leans to bite, Darren quickly just backpedals and dodges out of the way.
All right. And then Bug's going to land. Can you move Bug to the...
Does Shocking Grass not make him not able to take reactions if you...
Oh. Yeah, he doesn't have any reactions until the next turn.
Okay. You standing your ground? Your sword is currently about 15 feet over to that way.
15 feet. Yeah. I'm going to go for my sword.
Okay.
Oh, get back up there. No, not like this.
You run over and snatch your sword back up.
They might have back scratcher over there somewhere.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
see if I can
I
find
haven't
it.
seen it.
I'm not doing nothing.
And a turn, Wedge?
No, I only moved 15 feet, so I'm gonna move back in combat range.
Okay, you grab your sword and run right back up to him.
Yep.
As soon as you do, he just gets a big grin on his face. Like he sees this, you taking this challenge head on, and it's actually his turn again.
Whoa, what happened? Oh shit, he already took his turn.
I'm picturing like Merry and Pippin from Lord of the Rings running in.
Peanut Gallery can say something again if you want to. Bertice actually shouts out, "Next time, paralyze him!" And you?
That sounds like a good idea. Do that, Mr. Ravendun.
And she was saying for you, because of the lightning, yeah.
Okay.
Darren's back up, and you look pretty beat up now. And he takes note of this, and you see him think for just a moment. And he is going to... He's going to use a bonus action to expend a superiority die. And he's going to jump back away from you. As soon as he does, you don't get a reaction.
Why don't I get a reaction?
Because he's expending a superiority dice to use evasive footwork.
I have Sentinel as a feat, which means he doesn't get that ability to do that.
Really?
Yep. So if he tries to move himself out of range, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click my shield, and a little like dart is gonna pop out of it and shoot at his feet, and then it looks like a shackle of lightning comes around his foot, and I get an opportunity attack on him. Well, first I get an opportunity attack, and then if I hit, this happens.
Oh shit, I was supposed to roll though. Okay. So if he takes the disengage action, your sentinel feat overrides that?
Yes.
Oh. Wow, okay.
Came
Well,
to
he's
fight.
he's trying to back away, and you fire this dart from your shield.
Well, I get an opportunity attack first. If I hit, then his movement goes to 0. So
Okay.
I have to attack first.
I'm not sure 100% that's how that works, but we'll go with it right now because it's cool. Go ahead.
All right. Oh shit. 11 to hit.
That was definitely not going to hit.
All right,
So
he
none of
gets
that stuff happens?
None of this stuff happens.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to be able to hit him first. I think that's how it works.
Hops back. And that was his bonus action. He is going to... how do I want to do this? He's got a lot of stuff to take away as a bonus action.
All right, yeah. Guardian. Immediately after a creature within 5 feet of you takes the disengage action or hits another target with an attack, you can make an opportunity attack against that creature. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature speed becomes 0 for the rest of the current turn.
I wouldn't listen to the first part, but I believe you. I was thinking of something else. Because now Darren is going to kneel down, and as soon as he does, another echo comes rushing out of him and runs right back up to where he was. But it doesn't swing. That's the end of his turn. Gravit is taken aback by the echo rushing up and just holds his weapon up trying to shield himself. And you're up, Wedge.
The echo is in melee range of me.
It is. You and Bug.
I'm going to swing on the echo using my green. I forgot, when I hit with the green flame blade, it also does 3 extra damage of fire damage.
Sure.
Ooh, nat 20. I
And-
think that's a nat 20.
Oh.
So for 26 to hit.
Okay.
But it was a natural 20.
You slice right through this echo.
In the way the green flame blade looks, I've added something to the hilt so that when I hit, it causes an arc of electricity to hit the target after I finish my swing and causes 3 extra damage.
Okay, well, just the moment this sword contacts this echo, it again,
Do I roll for damage?
don't have to,
Okay.
because it only has 1 health. Yeah, pull them off
Damn
Just
it,
tell me
I
what you wanna do,
wasted the
Jamie, I
good
could.
move on him.
That's what I do with Jamie. Oh, and that's what he actually hit that guy, the main guy.
Yeah. What I meant to say. Shit.
Just kick Grubbit at him.
I'm gonna move up to Darren and go one more space so I'm in front of him, and I'm gonna have Bug come up behind him, so we're flanking, and have Bug attack. We gives him a +2.
That's correct.
All right, so doesn't hit.
Okay.
Even 4 + 5 + 2.
You swing wide on your swing. What about
No,
Bug?
it's Bug.
Oh, Bug bites wide.
Yeah,
On his bite.
yeah. He's just at the air, and that's the end of my turn. Oh, before I'm like, grab it, get in this.
All right. Top of the round. Wesley, if you want to again.
What a waste of a nat 20.
There was 2 of them, Mr. Ravenden. Look out!
Thank you, my boy.
Okay. As soon as you run back up, Darren looks like he focuses himself for a moment as he grips his sword. You feel like an onslaught of blows is about to come.
Is Gravit not coming in this?
He's after Darren. And
He's like in 4 places at once. I'm just gonna push him here.
Darren's going to raise his sword, and he's about to try to swing at you again. He just looks like he's just swinging. Oh, first one's going to miss. A 10 misses you completely as he swings once and you duck to the side.
Yes.
He twists the blade and comes around sideways, swinging again. 19 to hit.
I'm gonna use a reaction and cast shield.
Okay.
So my shield is going to pulse with electricity and kind of make a larger, like the shield stays the same size, but electrical energy pulses out and makes a larger shield, and he just hits that.
Okay, he slams into this larger shield, and it kind of ricochets his blade back. But as he's regaining himself, he's going to use an action surge and swing 2 more times immediately.
Okay.
This one's a nat 20.
Bug is going to use his reaction to cause disadvantage.
$24.
Which one was the nat 20?
The first one.
What was the second one? A 19?
17.
God. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Please get a 1.
On his last swing, he swings the blade with such force it slams into your electric shield, to your shield, and just shoves you back for... Where's my damage dice? There it is. That is going to be 6.
Jesus Christ.
I have exactly 6.
Okay.
Meets beats.
You only go down to 1 health,
Oh, shit.
but as he slams this into you, you fall to your knees, panting, unable to even lift your shield arm or your sword arm, as you are spent from this combat session.
I'm like, oh no!
Once Darren sees you down like that, he lowers his blade and walks over and extends his hand out to you.
I'm going to take his hand and be like, I tried.
Get him now. He's unprepared.
He pulls you up to your feet and gives you a pat on the back and says, "On your own, that was well fought. I didn't think you'd be able to hit me, if I'm being honest."
On my own, I had 2 other people here.
Well, I meant as far as your friends are concerned. And he
Oh.
looks over towards Wesley.
You did good, Mr. Ravenden.
Thank you!
Do you want some water?
Yes, please!
I'm gonna walk over there with my water skin. Here you go, Mr. Ravenden. You go.
I'm just going to take it and like...
Here's a rag. You want me to do it?
Yes.
He just
Okay. Thank you.
he turns to Grav and says, "And you did well. You dealt with my echo quite swiftly, surprisingly." Which Gravitt says, yeah. And he looks towards Bertice, and Bertice is just like, just nodding at him in approval. To which Darren will look back to you and say, "This was good. I feel like I know what you're capable of a bit more. If you'd like, I'd like to do this every morning for the next week.
That worked perfectly for me.
Maybe not to this level. More so, I'd like to show you maybe a few techniques."
Thank God. This was a lot.
Well, I think it's good enough for now. I don't think I should push you anymore in your condition.
This was practice, right?
Yeah,
I hate to see what you'd do if you meant it.
maybe I'll have the opportunity. Not against you.
Oh, good.
No.
Thank you. And boy, didn't do too bad, though, did he?
There may be hope yet.
He surprised me.
Well,
That's my dog.
Gravit looks like he could stand a bit more, so we'll probably run a few more drills, but I appreciate you coming by. I look forward to training with you again.
See, what time do you need me to come by?
As soon as the sun rises, we begin. Right over the horizon.
I will do that tomorrow. Wesley, can you help me to the blacksmith?
Sure thing, Mr. Raven.
Thank you.
I'm gonna help him up by his shoulder, and then I assume Wesley knows where to walk from here. So
We gotta get my coat and my hat.
Okay. My shoes.
While all that go ahead.
I was just gonna, do you need some healing, Mr. Ravenden?
Do I need healing or...
You're at 1 health.
Okay. Yeah.
Here you go, Mr. Ravenden. I'm gonna call the mother rat, and he's just gonna go like climbing all around his body while licking him with his tongue
Oh,
and cast Cure Wounds.
Wedge is just gonna giggle and like...
So while all that was going on,
11.
Fuck yes.
Tonk,
Oh.
where were you heading? What'd you do?
So I went to the miners' exchange.
Okay, let's roll that out real quick then. You head to the miners' exchange. There's a few folks in there already. A few people armed. They look like they may be browsing various stones and whatnot that are about. Holly is standing behind the counter. Looks like she's doing a little bit of a reading right now.
I'd like to walk straight up to her.
Okay, you walk straight up to her.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, you.
Yeah, me.
Good morning.
Morning. You still got that stone?
I do. You mean the one that you stared at the other day and you just zoned out, it looked like?
Well, it's a beautiful piece. I was just seeing if you wanted to part ways with it yet.
Perhaps. I'm putting out a few feelers to see if I can fetch an accurate price on it before I make any moves, of course.
Okay, all right, I understand. But you'd let me know. Be the first. You let me know first, right? You know, I would pay for it, or trade for it, or work for it. I mean, I just want it.
Well, I mean, if you just walk up and offer, say, 1,000 gold, I think I'd be enticed quite quickly.
Well, I mean, I don't have that type of money, but I have this for trade, and I'll pull up that emerald statue.
Well, that looks well carved, but maybe 20, 30 gold at best.
Yeah, but we could add to. You know what? And I'll just set it on the counter. There's good faith of like, you know, I'm very interested in this piece when you are ready to separate from it.
Are you just giving this to me?
Yeah, but you know, as a good faith gesture, that we can work together again.
You know it doesn't guarantee I'll sell this to you or give it, right?
It's fine. You know, I feel like it will be good. You know, a good thing between the two of us.
Very well. And she sets her book down and reaches for the jade statue and just slides it to her side of the counter and then leans on it and says, "Is that the only inquiry you're here to make?"
Yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to see if you were ready to, you know, pardon from the stone yet.
Check back tomorrow morning.
Sure thing. I'll be here bright and early. I'll turn around, and as I'm walking by, I'll just kind of like rub my finger on the stones and everything. Oh, yeah. Okay, see you in the morning. No.
Okay. You leave the miners' exchange. Flynn, you headed to Sister Grail's chapel, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You head past the wind chime shrine, which is set up on the outside. Again, a bunch of stones propped up with wind chimes dangling from the top middle. Looks like a nice little prayer hole. And right past it is the chapel itself. Once you head inside, you see there's really no one in there at the moment, but you do see Sister Grail up front. It looks like she's sweeping around the altar.
I'll just sort of speak out to her, like, as I walk in. So you're just always here in this room?
She looks up, stops sweeping, and looks up at you and says, "Well, quite often."
So it's either here or just out and about, huh?
Out and about, not as much lately. And she walks over near the altar and leans the broom onto it and says, "Fortunately, if something needs to happen out and about, I have a few more tools available."
Indeed. I imagine someone in your position would have more cards that they're not showing.
Sometimes. It's unwise to keep things from fellow adventurers in those situations, though.
True. Those can be matters of life and death. And I'll kind of look around. There's nobody else in here.
Nope. Your voice actually echoes. It's so empty right now.
Is there a place more private where we could have a chat?
I suppose so. Right now, she looks around the chapel. I wouldn't imagine anyone would be listening here, but we can head to the back room. That's where my bedroom is.
That sounds worse than it should, but
Oh,
yes,
don't be a
I think
prude.
that should be probably better. Yes.
Then join me. And she turns around and walks to it's kind of behind a tall pillar she walks behind, and there's another door back there that leads to what it looks like just a nice cozy little living room almost with a bed in it as well. And once you go inside, she shuts the door and then locks it and says, "So this sounds like the kind of information that prying eyes and ears should not be privy to."
Yes, it's not necessarily matters of life and death, but just, things can be taken out of context should someone walk in at the wrong part of a sentence.
I suppose so.
I have a couple of things I would like to discuss with you. It has long been a goal of mine to become a member of your organization.
A harper.
Indeed. There are countless stories of heroics and espionage, things of that nature, but also tales of great triumph and success. I want to kind of see if there's anything more that you know about a couple of topics. Well, the rest of my compatriots are out and about.
Well, ask and perhaps I know, perhaps I don't.
Fair enough. First of all, speaking of my compatriots, I should warn you. Wesley.
Oh, yes, Wesley. I know Wesley.
Yes. He she knows my name. He is quite fond of you and very much values your opinion on things. And I am not one to sway you one way or another, but I just thought rather to prepare you. He seeks to do good in the world and right previous wrongs. However, his methods of doing so are a bit unorthodox, I'm sure, as you have found. Long story short, he has a severed leg that he would like to experiment upon, and he likes to carry it around with us.
Necromancy.
Not so much raising the dead completely as like a soul in and of itself, but more I would like to use this piece to regrow or repair something that's been damaged on another living creature. So I suppose somewhere in between medicine and necromancy. Necromancy, if you will.
So he would seek to add this limb to something else or replace a limb?
Replace. So should someone lose a leg, we could grow a new one or attach one that was previously grown. Things like that. He seeks to do good.
I see.
My concern is that sort of thing, as you have mentioned, is very close to the line in terms of necromancy. Most people would not accept that very quickly, right? So currently he's walking around the town with a leg on his back wrapped up in a sheet, I believe. And I believe we will find ourselves again meeting with you probably later today. We're trying to get him to bury the damn thing. It's not good for him to just walk around with a leg.
He has a leg wrapped around a sheet on his back.
Yes.
And he's experimenting with this leg or preparing it for use on someone who's missing one?
If I'm being entirely honest, I'm not sure what the fuck he's doing with it.
Well, I'm not really keen on necromancy, but if that's not what you're describing, it sounds like this could do good if used correctly, but it sounds a little dangerous to be carrying such a thing out in the open.
Exactly.
The wrong person gets wind of it, a crowd gets involved, perhaps an outing occurs. There's many things that could go wrong with having such things shown. He seems like a good kid, though.
Would you be opposed to us maybe storing it here safely? Because clearly he doesn't want us to bury it. That's what I want. If it was up to me, we'd burn the damn thing. Because it's his old leg. It's fucking weird.
If I'm not mistaken, flesh tends to rot when severed from its host.
Yeah, he's got it attached to rats. It's a whole...
It's attached to a rat.
It's a whole thing we probably shouldn't go down. My point is...
How big is the rat?
He has many rats. All of all shapes and sizes.
I think he showed me one time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm pretty sure at least one or two went flying through the room when you were having dinner.
I remember that. That was an interesting evening. But you want me to keep this...
No, I'm just asking if we cannot force him to bury this thing like we want. Would an alternative solution be available to us from you that we could tell him, we'll store it here with Sister Grail. It's perfectly safe. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it after that. You can burn it. You can refrigerate it. I don't care. We can't be walking around with a severed human leg. It's just weird, and it would raise too many questions. God forbid we run into some sort of town guard.
As a fellow Harper, I could not refuse a favor if you asked such. If you'd want me to keep it here, I could find a way to make it happen.
We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. The plan now is to get him to bury it. That's the right thing to do. And if I can have a bit of a confession, earlier this morning I told him we would either bury the leg or bury him.
Oh my, that sounds like a bit much.
I'm tired of the leg.
It's an odd thing to deal with, but he seems like not a bad person.
No, he's a sweet boy.
Well,
he needs guidance.
I'd be happy to talk to him if you brought him here, but I don't know if you'd agree with this, but I wouldn't necessarily discourage his path, depending.
He is... Again, he seeks the right destination. But he's come from a very tough background, and there are apparently characters here in town that are accelerating his drive to figure this stuff out.
The men dressed in dark clothing.
Yes. they have all come from a place apparently called Fodder Farm 12 or something.
I didn't know the name, but that's interesting. Well, I suppose, I mean, if he were to harness this for the sake of the Harpers, there's agents that run into mishaps all the time. If he could just replace a limb through whatever he's... I should ask, I suppose, where did he get the leg?
It's his. Look, we told you we fought a dragon, right? It was not without casualty. It
right.
completely bit his leg off. There was a druid there. It regrew a new one for him. And so we had a spare leg. And instead of doing the normal thing and just leaving it there for the next set of adventurers to find, we kept it.
Well, I hope you come to terms or figure out how to deal with that then. That sounds like a tricky situation to take in public.
My problem is we're starting too big. Like, start with a finger. Why we have a whole ass leg.
You should probably discuss that with your fellows. But again,
If you only knew.
if you were to ask me to keep it here for whatever time, as long as it's not going to rot. If it starts doing that, I'll get rid of it myself.
Yeah.
But I could help out if needed.
All right. Second question. Since we spoke last, it's, I believe, been a couple days. Sildar and Gundren are now back together.
Yes.
And petitioning to have the Lord's Alliance sent down.
I'm aware.
I mean, that was really the main thing. Wanted to make sure you were aware that apparently is growing some traction, I suppose, because of Gundren's possession of the map leading to the Wave Echo Caves. Are you familiar with them?
I am.
The story behind them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there anything specific that the Harpers know about the Wave Echo Caves that would be useful to us should we venture there?
Not anything particularly useful other than the history of it itself, which I believe you're already keen on. As far as it being revived through Gundren's efforts, there's not too much, what's the word or way to put it? Faith in it, I suppose, but I was able to convince him to at least send a supply cache here in the next coming days. If you'd like some of that, I could offer it up as well.
Who's they?
The Harpers.
Okay. What is provided in these supply caches?
A few potions, a change of clothes, just in case you need to change what you look like. And, I asked for maybe a better weapon, but I doubt they'll help with that. Again, we're more information gatherers than go out in the field and swing and whatnot.
Sure. Subterfuge. Espionage.
Correct.
Speaking of that, are there other Harper contacts here in town, or just you?
Well, I believe there's 5 of us now.
Final question. What kind of influence would the Harpers be able to have should one want to relocate a few individuals from one place to another?
Our organization is always trying to achieve a moral good, even if there's not much to gain in some situations. Depending on the plight you describe, what's at stake, what could be lost, what could be gained. If there's someone that needs help, I imagine the Harpers would show some interest.
My ultimate goal is to create a safe place for my family, who's currently residing in the shithole of Tomsworth.
That's north, right?
Ish. Potentially relocate here. But I would like this place to be far better than what they have to deal with there. The constant threat of orc raids, bandits, other shitheads just
wandering through town, taking what they want, who they want. My family, although somewhat large, there's my father, my mother, and my 5 siblings. But I would like for Phandelver to be their new home. But I don't have the resources to accomplish that just yet. I have nowhere for them to stay. I don't have enough gold to pay someone to put them up. I don't have enough gold to buy a house here. My point is, down the road, is there some way that the Harpers could assist with this? Should we prove ourselves worthy?
Do they have a trade?
Yes, they all do. They have to work hard. My father, stonecutter, as is my older brother. My younger brother's fisherman, and is quite good at skinning them, I guess, whatever you call it. And my sisters, all capable farmers.
Sister Grail looks deep in thought for a moment as she pauses. A few seconds go by until she looks back to you and says, I think we could sell that and take advantage of that then. The Harpers themselves, I can get them involved. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the manpower needed to escort them here. And that may go hand in hand with getting the Lord's Alliance attention too. This might be good. I'm glad you told me this. There's a higher chance I could get them to come here if they know there's another plight there, and we're trying to get more people here to build this place up. I think... Give me some time. I need to write another letter, and I think I have something for you.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful. And for what it's worth, the new barmaiden at the Sleeping Giant...
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune, yes. Apparently she is from the town near mine. I honestly can't remember the name of it right now.
Wrote it down. I wrote it down. Give me that.
Regardless, she seemed quite uneasy.
Succumber.
Succumber.
Inspiration.
You get a good job from now. Good job.
She seemed quite uneasy when I told her where I was from, as I assume most would. So I don't know if you have any contacts there as well, but she seems like good people, and my goal is to help them turn that shithole of a tavern into something more. Again, safe place for my family.
I'll speak with her. The more information I can gain about the current situation of where she came from, the better results we could have once I send my letter off.
Very good. I appreciate the time.
I'm happy to help. You helped me in the beginning when you didn't have to. Anything you ask, I can help with now.
Thank you.
She smiles and gives a polite nod, and then walks over back towards the door and says, unless there's anything else, I suppose I'll have to let you out of here now?
I think that's it, unless there's anything more we can do for the Harpers.
She smiles and unlocks the door, steps back, and holds it open.
I tip my hat again, kind of showing the Harper insignia. I make my way out.
Okay, you head back out into the open chapel area. Sister Grail does not come out, however, as you hear the door shut once again. And then
I'll see myself out.
you continue on until you're outside back at the town green. Now, you two, where were you heading?
The blacksmith.
Okay, you start heading to the blacksmith. Tonk, where were you going?
Tonk would have wandered back in town, and if he did not see any of his companions, he would have probably wandered into get an ale.
You would have seen Flynn coming out of the chapel as you walk towards the town square.
Oh, hey Flynn.
Hey, fancy seeing you here.
Yeah, where you headed next?
Wherever you're going, I suppose.
If I didn't run into any of you, I would have gone and got an ale or two.
Do you think they do to go? We could grab some ales and go watch Wedge get his ass kicked by Darren.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds. Yeah, let's try. Let's hustle up there.
Yeah, we're gonna need to hurry because it will happen quick. I'll kind of like.
Okay, both of you start heading to Edomith Orchard.
We head to the.
Oh, you're getting the ales first.
Yeah.
Okay,
we-
you head to the Stonehill Inn.
This is an event.
Going to get some to-go ales. Wedge and Wesley, you've rounded the corner and approached the blacksmith. Doesn't look like anything's happening at the moment, but the blacksmith is outside. Looks like she's gathering supplies at the moment, getting things ready.
I'm gonna shout out like, "Good morning." It's still the morning, right?
Yes, it is. You trained with Darren. We'll say an hour's passed of all you doing your tasks.
I got my ass kicked quick. And I was just stopping by to kind of get an idea of how long it's gonna take you to finish up that order I put in.
Let's see. The master smith turns to you and says, "Oh, the Barney,
Yes, bug.
with the scales you gave me.
Yes.
I'm going to need a bit more time. Maybe in about 2 days, I should have it done."
Okay. Nope. That's all I needed. Thank you. I'm gonna walk off.
Okay, you turn and start leaving. Wesley, you follow suit? Okay. Where are you two going?
I think I was gonna head back to the inn.
I'm following you.
All
Where
right,
you
yeah,
go, I'll go.
we're gonna head back to the inn. I feel like I need to rest.
Okay, you head back on to the tavern. Let me update my picture here. So we are roaming around Phandelver. First Talk and Flynn, you enter inside and see Toblin and a few others still running the place as usual. Are both of you walking right up to the bar, I'm guessing, and getting some drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You order a couple of ales, and inside walks the rest of our group. Wedge and Wesley enter in.
Though, how bad does Wedge look?
He looks pretty bruised. And
I have 12 hit
beaten.
points. Out of 27. I look like
Did an apple fall on you?
a ton of apples.
Man,
Darren's scary.
the training didn't look like it panned out so well for you.
Didn't go so bad. Your boy was amazing.
Are you fucking with me?
No. He still a little skittish, but he gave it a go. I was happy.
Does he look as bad as you?
No, Darren, I didn't. I don't think Darren even tried to hit him.
Oh, well, he doesn't look bad.
He was on the fence cheering me on.
Oh, okay, good. Smart, probably a smart move, obviously.
Yeah, he said it with. Darren is scary man.
Yes, I do
I
not
don't-
want to be on the other side of the battlefield from him.
This was training and. Yeah. Not great.
We'll get him tomorrow, Mr. Raven.
Yeah, gonna
Are
first
you
thing.
going back?
Yep. All week, sun up. So probably be missing breakfast in the morning.
No, we'll get it to go. I'm coming with you.
All right, we'll set something up so maybe they'll have sack lunches or breakfast for us.
Maybe we just let them know before we go to bed.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we'd like to have something ready.
Yep. Oh yeah, that works. It's
I mean,
It was
all
fun.
he needs is a couple of fucking eggs, and he's good to go.
Yeah.
Uncooked.
Yeah, but I have to make another stop in the morning. Before, but I can
You have
head,
errands.
oh, just one, and then I can head out there after.
Something to do with that stone.
Yeah, she wasn't ready to sell it today. She said come back in the morning. So I'm gonna go back tomorrow morning.
You want me to go with you?
No, I think he probably needs you more than I need you. Stones are kind of my thing.
Well, far be it from me to tell you your business. I'm coming with you. I'm gonna watch an ass kicking.
Jeez. It's a glorious ass. But I'm gonna go up to the room and
Gonna get a little late morning nap in.
yeah, just take some time to myself. Maybe tinker on something to get my mind off the pain.
Hmm.
So if you guys excuse me, and then I'm gonna kind of slowly back away behind Wesley, and then mouth.
I'll as you like go to
Mr. Ravenden, did you need me to come with you?
No, I'm just gonna study and just you're fine if you want to hang out with them.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want to go take a little breather, kind of lick my wounds, and just maybe read a little bit. But you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I'll walk over to you and put my hand on your shoulder and just say, I'm proud of you. Personal development is an important cause and something that not most people do. And I'll cast Cure Wounds on
Nice.
you.
That's too cute.
And I'm gonna be very confused. I'm like, thank you.
Gonna heal you for 15.
Ooh.
Fucking
All of it?
That-
Dude, that was perfect.
27.
Yeah, go take a little time. Reflect on the morning.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to the room and pop out my little familiar spider and like lay down on my stomach and have it just like massage me.
Okay. Just kind of regaining your strength, but I
Yeah.
gotcha. So
Basically, taking a short rest.
the way we're going to move forward for this is unless one of you does something specific on a certain day, we'll be fast forwarding through most of these days coming up, since we are hanging out in town for the next 10 days. If anything significant happens, I will let you know. Anything like a new arrival in town, because you'll be out and about wandering around, one of you. So any big news like that, I'll say. Things happening inside places, you have to tell me, hey, I want to go to the Miners Exchange, hey, I want to go to the general store, or whatnot, for you to learn or know something there, if something's even happening. So I'll say a day approaches and then tell you accordingly and ask what you'd like to do. But first, we are still on day 1. Is there anything else anyone wants to do today?
I want to try to take some time when I'm up in the room by myself, try to make a potion of healing.
You spend some time making a potion of healing?
Yeah.
Did you gather herbs before that? I don't remember if we tried to do that.
No, but do I need to go to the general store to get what I need?
You would have to forage what you need. General store wouldn't carry materials to make a potion of healing.
How much time would it take to forge for that? Or what's needed to forge for it?
Probably the rest of the day.
So I wouldn't be able to forge and make in the same day.
Correct.
Okay. So I'll just and come back down and tell them I'm gonna go take a walk and forge for
Is it outside of town?
Hmm?
Head outside of town, check the surrounding area, maybe you can find something.
outside of town?
You're not going to find the materials inside town to make this.
Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pitch the idea like, hey guys, I want to go look at some flowers and plants and stuff. See if I can't find the stuff to make potions of healing. Anybody want to go?
No.
So you get your ass kicked, and then you feel that you can leave town on your own and...
Just like the outskirts, not. No. That's why I'm asking if you guys would like to come with me, because I don't think I can.
I'll go with you, Mr. Ravenden.
Look, anyone dangerous enough to cause a problem knows Darren fucking Eatermath is here in town, and he will come and kick their ass.
Do you think we should put signs up saying that he's here?
You should do that while you forge.
No. Someone like him, there's inevitably somebody out there
Looking
who
for
he's
him.
pissed off throughout the years. We shouldn't just put a big glowing sign saying, "Here's the asshole that cut your arm off."
No, you should, on a little peg sign, you should put, like, protected by the SCBs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I did spend some time kind of thinking of some more, like, coded phrases,
Oh, okay.
right? So, like, we know that a hot lather and shave, that's kill. Go fuck them up, right? I think we stick to the whole barbering methodology, right? So
He's got scissors now.
He does. We're in business.
He holds the scissors out.
Don't run with those.
But that's how they work.
Oh, fuck. That's right. Well, run. You know what? Hear me out, and then you can run with them.
Okay.
All right. So clean up the neckline. Stealth kill. Quiet.
Nice.
Right? The high and tight. Don't trust this fucker. All right?
Should have used that one with the dragon.
We should have. We should have. The undercut. Silent deception. We need to lie our way through a certain situation. Right? If we're unable to plan this stuff out in advance,
Okay.
we can say these things without giving too much warning. So undercut, clever deception, silent, or being stealthy. The pompadour. Very similar to the undercut, but proudly bullshitting our way through something. Bravado. Bravado! Right?
Yeah.
And then lastly, the crew cut. Get the hell out of Dodge.
They all make a lot of sense.
What is the one where I can just absolutely obliterate someone?
The Clippers.
The Clippers. Clippers. We'll get the Clippers out.
Yeah. Talk. Get the Clippers.
Oh, done. Whoever's there, done.
You know what? On second thought, we might have to push my forging off to another day. I just remembered I gotta return Sildar's gear. I polished it for him last night, and then we gotta go see Sister Grill about, you know.
Oh, you guys remembered.
You got it strapped to your back,
Yeah, but it's behind me. So I figured I could be like this.
but it's in front of all
And that's
of
where it
us.
should stay. Behind you. In the past. And in the ground.
Okay.
Which one first, Sister Grill or Sildar?
Where are we right now? We're just kind of like near the end, right?
Yeah.
I thought we were like,
Yeah, you're inside the,
Let's go talk to Sildar.
All right.
All right, so you guys are heading to Sildar?
Yep.
All right. So all of you exit the inn. Did you all have ales?
No,
It's a silver
I
ale.
If it's cool.
It's cool. Yeah, you can. Well, you promise though you'll even bring the mugs back and you head out.
I promise.
You promise. Okay. Yeah, you both pay a silver if you had two silver tonk, and take your ales with you. No, they're invigorating. It's another ale on the go.
Ooh, they don't just let anybody take their ale.
But before we resume, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yes.
Give us about 10 minutes. We'll be right back.
Gotta go. I gotta use it.
Yeah, go. Where you going? Go home?
Go to pee-pee.
How long are the training sessions going? Since today was only an hour.
Training sessions will go probably go a few hours this time, like maybe like three or four.
3 or 4? Okay. So I would have enough time if I just went from training and then just like, oh, I'm worn out. Just grab a scroll.
Mm,
Or do you think I'd be too worn out?
nah, you can do that.
Okay.
You can do that. That's fine. As long as you're willing to spend the money for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got it.
Big bucks.
Ouch. This stupid bag of holding paralyzes me. Fucking shit.
So all of you are leaving Stonehill, and you're heading where again now?
He's
Sildar.
going.
Sildar!
Sildar.
Oh yeah.
Do we remember where Sildar is?
Show 'em up.
Well, I mean, last time we saw him, he was at the Stonehill Inn, but he ain't here now.
He's
So
in
we,
Phandelver.
I assume,
He's in the mayor's
I
house.
assume he's still staying at the mayor's place. Or perhaps wherever Gundren's staying, which we also didn't ask.
I thought Gundren stayed here as well.
are we in the inn still or no?
I assume you stopped almost out the door to discuss this.
I'll turn around and back in. Is Toblin around?
Oh yeah, you see Toplin behind the counter.
Toblin! Gundren's staying here.
Aye.
Did you leave today?
Haven't seen him come down yet.
Oh.
Is Sildar?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Yeah, head out of the inn.
We go to Wester's house.
So, you guys are back out on the roads of Phandelver. You leave Stonehill Inn immediately. You're met with the town green and the square itself. Business is picking up now. Folks are traveling around. Looks like a few folks may be heading towards a farm, carrying some farming equipment. Just, everyone getting to their jobs for the day. You head south, and around the corner, you see the Townsmaster's Hall, but you said you're heading to Harbin Wester's home?
I guess we can go to the. home. Or I'm sorry, the town hall.
Okay. You walk over to the town hall. The door is shut, as always. You open and enter?
Yeah.
Okay. You open the door up and walk on inside. And, this is about as usual in here. Things look the same as when you last came in. You actually see Harbin standing next to Sildar, talking with him over on the far corner of the room at Sildar's assigned desk.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I tried to rip this open, but it's still sealed in the bag.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? It's protected.
Harbin's talking with Sildar over near the wall.
Okay, I'll walk up to them.
Okay.
Sildar!
Sildar looks up at you and goes, Flynn.
Harbin!
Oh! Hello!
Hi!
Good morning!
He wanted to talk to you. I'll step aside.
I did. I'm gonna take off my coat and kind of present the inside to him. I'm like, grab your stuff.
Sildar looks at you for a moment and then at your coat and says,
I polished and repaired all your armor last night.
Just
Kind of shake it out
think about your armor, and then
and then grab
reach
it.
into his coat and grab
Stretch
it.
hole. Just trust the stretch hole.
all right. He reaches in thinking about his armor. And he pulls out his chain suit and says, wow, you really did work it up. Thank you.
And you have a short sword in there?
Aye, I do. He sets his armor aside and reaches in for the short sword. And pulls it out and looks it over and says, I've been missing this. And
Your long sword?
he stands up and sees it, and while standing, reaches in for the longsword. And then pulls out his longsword. Looking at it for a moment, he pauses and looks back to your coat. And then says, some sort of storage magic, I'm assuming, on your coat?
Yes. And your heavy crossbow.
Aye. And he sheaths his longsword on his other hip
I turn away.
and reaches in for his heavy crossbow. and pulls out his heavy crossbow and holds it in both hands. I didn't expect to see any of this again, and you took the time to take care of it as well.
I mean, we're paying a favor for a favor. The guy, glad it worked out.
One team, one dream, as
said-
they say.
And I'm gonna put my coat back on and be like,
He sets the crossbow down and starts putting his armor over his plains clothes and getting suited back up. In the meantime, Harbin says, so you delivered Sildar's equipment back. That's excellent. It's excellent.
As we said we would. We are people of our word.
That you are. You have done the town a great service so far.
Yes, a few.
A few, and many more to come, I'm sure. Of course, you'll be staying with us longer, right?
Possibly. We'll see how things go.
We'll see how things go. The Sword Coast Barbers, they're busy people, places to go, and people to save. Hmm?
Definitely need a place to stay that's not the inn. It's just so expensive out there.
Toplin doesn't charge that much for stays, does he? I don't believe he does.
it adds up.
It'd be great if we had a place where we could stay and do business
At a
really-
reasonable price.
At a reasonable price, and really provide a service to the town, and not occupy rooms that could be potential traveling customers, bringing in fresh blood.
Yeah. And you know what? I have some business connections that if, say, the town was safer, and it seems to be safer since we've been here,
I don't see any red brands around.
we could maybe open trade to the Fulcrum and Magic Meadows and provide a little more income for the town. But only if we had...
Just the inn, it just doesn't provide a lot of space to work and do research and train.
I would need an office
And
so
cut
that I
hair.
could write these letters to get this kind of stuff.
Small
in the
man
works,
needs
yeah.
a huge desk.
Where
But that's obviously nothing you could do anything about.
Well, you would have to talk to the townsmaster to achieve such things. So
You're the townsmaster.
I am the townsmaster.
I'll be damned.
I am the
found
townsmaster.
ourselves in the right spot.
Oh, well, yes. So I would make that decision.
Right. If only there was a place with that much room, that much space. I mean, even if it needed just a little, fixing up,
Just a little bit. And
we could do that.
do wonders.
We could do a lot.
If such a place was available, I would be willing to maybe offer it to you for a fair price, of course.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't think of anywhere at the moment.
Right. Phandalin is a small town. There's not a whole lot of places already established that would do that. Like what? If
Well,
only
there was
there were a place.
An empty place.
An empty place that.
Needed repair.
Right.
Needed some...
Maybe had some higher ground.
If,
So that good vantage point where we could see threats coming in and we could assess them and attack them before they even reached the town limits. If only there were a place that
maybe
large.
cleared out already.
And maybe clear no monsters, no evil wizards, no bugbears, no Tressendars. They're all dead.
no Nothics?
No Nothics.
Well, there is the Tressendar Manor, I suppose, but
I wasn't even thinking about the
You don't say.
I actually have a crew working on it now to clean out all the rubble and whatnot. It can't just sit there. It's prime real estate.
Right,
you know?
no, it'd just be a blight on the town. And you clearly want that real estate to go to someone who has a vested interest in the town. Yes? Someone that wants to see this place thrive and grow.
I did hope to sell it to a proper proprietor. If you lot are interested, I suppose I wasn't even thinking prices or anything yet.
Who's to talk about prices?
I guess if you give me some time, I'll give it a good assessment, see how long the work will take, and maybe get back to you on purchasing it.
Sure. I mean, if
If you're insisting.
you insist, and if the price is a fair and equitable rate. I think that that's fair, considering what our
Recent
business
contributions.
could bring into the town. Think of the how
Phandelver,
attractive.
the home of the Sword Coast Barbers.
Right. How attractive would that be that people knew they could come here and stay and get a hot meal at the inn, a nice haircut at the Sword Coast Barbers, and be safe without worry of bandits.
It would certainly have to be a fair price, indeed. And if we're being honest, whatever coin you gave me will probably end up back of your hands anyhow. So, it wouldn't be anything absorbent. I just have to think on it for a bit and see maybe what it's worth.
That's fair enough. Well, I mean, we'll be here for at least the next few days, so, but there's no rush.
I think it might be a while before it's properly repaired or cleared. But yes, I will absolutely keep that in mind. Having the Sword Coast Barbers here permanently would be a boon for the town.
I agree.
I'd hate to be on an adventure and find another place sooner than the building would be ready for us to acquire.
Yeah, but if we knew
We
We
were
had
already
it.
settled, we wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this town. This has got a really nice building. Maybe the town master will give us this for protection and having the home of the Sword Coast Barbers.
Oh, I certainly couldn't give it. I mean, that's way
No,
too much. That's
give is right. I completely agree. But fair price.
fair price.
Sildar the whole time he has his armor and he sat back down. He's just looking up, listening with his eyes.
I look over at
knows.
Serdar, and Wedge's shoulders kind of fall down like, shit. Can you stand back up?
I
This
suppose
is,
I can.
oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
He stands up.
I'm
He's fully equipped. He's got a big crossbow on his back,
I-
short sword, long sword, full chain armor on.
as a craftsman, I can't let this go. Can I have your chainmail again? There's this mark here. I cannot. I'm sorry. So sorry. I'll fix this up.
No, it's all right if you got it this far, I suppose. And he's gonna spend the next 5 minutes doffing the armor he put
All right.
on.
And then I guess we'll continue our
Just-
guilt trip of.
Just something to keep in mind.
Absolutely.
You could almost think of it as an investment into the future of the town.
Sure. I mean, lots of big towns, Waterdeep, Neverwinter, they
Baldur's
all
Gate, yeah.
make those kind of initial contributions that you end up recovering a lot of that investment on the back end.
Yeah.
I like to think that's already happened. You cleared out Wyvern Tor without even being asked,
Exactly.
and got coin
Proactive.
for it as well. Fair exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking.
Fair
Fair
exchange.
exchange.
Absolutely. Wouldn't have it any other way because I'm the town's master, and that is my decision.
Indeed. And quite
Color is that ring glowing?
and quite a great town master, might I add.
It's right now. It's glowing a nice, pleasant, golden light.
Think about how long have you been town master?
Maybe about a year.
A year? And think about it. In just a year's time, look at this town now compared to how it was a week ago.
No more red brands. No bandit threat roaming about.
Think of the re-election saying you're the one. You are the one that brought the Soul Coast Barbers.
I mean, I'm sure this mansion is far more comfortable than, well, your mansion, rather, just next door. Far more comfortable than one of those old rotted outhouses on the outskirts.
Oh, I can't be the townsmaster again a year from now.
Well, think about the nice house you could build as the townsmaster before your term ends.
It would be pretty nice to have in the. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I'll keep you posted on the comings of it.
Fantastic. We'll be at the inn.
Is Sildar done with his armor?
Mm-hmm. Has it all?
I'm gonna have it and be like looking at it, go. Thank you. And then like to the tavern.
And he takes it from you.
It was just a smudge. My bad.
He just starts putting it back on. Look of slight concern on his face.
You can see Wedge his body kind of shaking as he's giggling. Just like his shoulders like...
So you turn to leave the town's master's hall, all of you? Mm-hmm. Okay, you head back out in the town square. No, not town square, you're a bit south of it. You're on a fork in the road right now.
Oh, Sister Grail.
Yeah.
Time for a funeral?
Did you get everything taken care of at the stone place?
I have to go. I have to see her tomorrow.
You want me to go have a word with her?
No.
I can be quite convincing.
No, I think we're good. Maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon. If I need you to go talk to her.
You don't want me there?
I mean, if you want to be there, you can be there, but I don't need you.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to pretend like that doesn't hurt, but...
Do you want me to say
No,
I need you?
No, it's fine. Yeah, let's go talk to Grail. Let's go talk to Sister Grail. It's fine. I'm sure Wesley's excited to see Sister Grail.
So
Wesley's just kind of nervous and he's just kind of looking around.
Wesley, you want to go see Grail?
Yeah, let's do that.
You all right?
Yeah, I just...
Sad about the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Let's go talk to Grail.
Okay, all of you turn and head down the northern path to the Shrine of Luck. On your way there, you see Sister Grail actually outside at that little stoned enclosure with the wind chimes above it. Looks like she's inside of it right now, just pushing some stones in a little bit, making sure it's standing nice and strong still.
Sister Grail,
Flynn!
keeping up with the here's Wesley.
And friends, you're all here.
Yeah, we're all here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Sister
go
Grail.
kind of lean.
Hello, Wesley.
Hi. I have something that I'd like you to see. But it's not the best looking thing. Maybe if there's somewhere more private. Is there a lot of people around?
There's people coming and going in the area, but no one's stopping and staring at you. No one's nearby, like nearby. People met 10 feet out.
Well, if there was somewhere private, it might shock you.
Is that right? And she just tilts her head a bit like she's looking behind you.
Yeah.
Can I be like behind Wesley, just looking at her like?
Sure, yeah, you kind of giving her this look. And she just looks at you smiling and looks back to Wesley. Would you like to step inside the chapel?
Well, sure.
Very well. And she turns and walks around you and around the actual Shrine of Luck and into the chapel.
We're gonna hang out here.
Okay, she goes inside. I mean, who all's going in?
I have an empty mug of ale, and that's a problem.
Oh, we need to go get ale?
Is your mug empty?
I'd left my mug somewhere.
We were supposed to bring it back.
Oh,
Where'd you leave it?
somewhere between here and there.
Is it at the stone place?
I didn't know that was.
Did you trade it?
No. They're probably sitting on the mayor's desk.
All right, well, it's coming out of your coin purse. I'm going to get some more ale. While Wesley does whatever it is Wesley's going to do in there.
Yeah, I'll go get more ale.
Drinks?
I'm just gonna wait out here for him.
All right. Well, we'll be right there, and I'll point to the tavern that's like 40 feet from us.
Yeah.
We'll be in here. We're coming back.
I'm gonna take out my cube and while I'm sitting there waiting, making another drawing.
Okay. You follow behind alone, Wesley. All of your allies seem to have had other plans at the time as you unexpectedly go in alone. Once you go inside, you see Sister Grail walk past a few of the pews down the center aisle until she stops on one of them and just walks down it and sits. There are a couple other people in there right now. You can hear a man in prayer in one of the front right pews. There's a woman and her child in another one. They seem to be just chatting amongst one another. And she sits and looks at you and just motions to sit next to her.
I sit.
Okay. And she looks behind you again. You sit down and she says, "Well, be careful about leaning back, I suppose."
Yeah. Sister Grail, I came up with this idea a long time ago in my past. I messed up and I got someone in trouble and they got punished harder than what they should have. And they had things taken from them. Well, specifically, their parts of their body. So, they haven't been the nicest to me, but I still want to help them to win them over. And not just them. Well, Wesley's just gonna look around. Is there anyone watching?
No.
Well, here.
No. You don't have to, Wesley. I know what it is.
You know what it is?
I do.
How do you know?
Well, as a Harper, I'm expected to know these things, right?
Wow. That's incredible. Well, they want me to bury it, Sister Grail, but I was thinking... sorry, I'm not doing it.
No, it's just.
I was thinking, you know, if it was the two of us, you can help me make them realize this is a good idea, and burying it would be a waste. You know, I did a lot of work here.
So with what you're trying to do, Wesley, it seems like a good thing. It seems like it could help someone, somewhere, somehow. But it may come with a cost. There are social norms that sometimes you have to abide by, and if you don't, it can cause fear, panic, concern, worry, outcomes you wouldn't expect, because you deviate from the norm. Not to say you should never do that, but in your case, it might be a bit extreme. First and foremost, with what you have to make sure your present company is totally on board for. Because if they're not, that can cause friction between you and your friends. I don't necessarily think I could convince them that you should keep this. While I do think it's useful, I think that's something that you would have to achieve yourself. If you would like, if it concerns them too much, I could even keep it here with me, temporarily.
I can do that, but, Sister Grail, sometimes social norms, you know, they need to be changed, because if you think about it, you know, this is a really good thing, and if it was just looked upon just as the new norm, it can help out a lot. But, I'll need some time, because I need the rat it's attached to. I'll have to think of something else to keep this leg alive. Otherwise, if I just sever it by itself, it's just gonna flounder around like a fish and die.
The leg?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you want, you wouldn't have to remove it from your rat. You could leave both here.
Well, I need this rat in case... Well, between you and me, Sister Grail, I have, Mr. Stone Dong, he's gonna get me a human eye, so I was gonna use the rat to help grow that.
How is he going to get you a human eye?
Well, you know, there's evil people out there that have taken from us, and, you know, they should be giving stuff back, and if this is the way they can as donors for organs, then I think it's a good thing.
I suppose. But you have to keep in mind, Wesley, if certain people have knowledge of this, it doesn't matter how useful it sounds. If they'll equate it to necromancy or some other magic that sounds dark and looks dark, you'll have people with pitchforks and torches behind you. Explanations be damned. That's why I'm telling you to be careful with this.
I'll be careful, Sister Grail.
Especially when you're acquiring more.
Well, I just need a bit more. And maybe I can just have a sample of a human and maybe just grow it on this rat itself. Maybe I won't need to take things from evil people and I could just grow it.
You're not a religious person, are you, Wesley?
No, not really, Sister Grail.
Do you believe in the soul? Do you think everyone has a soul?
Well, I wouldn't know what that is, Sister Grail.
It's almost like the essence that makes you, you. When your body is done through fatigue, wounds, or whatever it may be, the soul moves to another place at that time. Some cases, depending on who they follow, when you do something to a body that's been slain or whatnot, it's considered desiccation or improper to the corpse itself if the soul's no longer there. And that can have some very bad effects if certain gods are involved with that. I'll use mine for an example. Lady Tamor, you know, the Lady of Luck. If you were, say, to do this to someone who is evil, in your case, but follows my goddess, if you do it enough, perhaps she would take notice. Maybe luck would not be on your side as much as you think moving forward. So, this evil thing you mentioned, I'd be very careful with that. Because what may seem bad at the time may not be quite as bad as the results you're looking to get.
I'll keep that in mind, Sister Grail. Well, do you mind if I leave this rat here with you and you can keep it hidden?
I suppose I could.
Okay. Well, where should we keep it?
I would simply... Well, She looks around for a moment. Do I have to feed it? Does it go to the bathroom?
Well, it takes... Honestly, Sister Grail, I would like to come visit it daily. And I probably should teach you how to make the formula.
Formula?
Yeah, you need to keep it moist, and it's not too hard, Sister Grail.
Oh, moist.
Yes, otherwise it'll dry up and die.
All right. I suppose you could show me this formula. This knowledge could prove useful. I would keep it in the back of the chapel.
Okay, because I need these blankets back.
Does it move around, or what will it do?
Well, I'm not sure. It might try to follow me, actually, now that I think about it. But, we can try.
In that case, she stands up from the pew. I suppose follow me. And she starts walking down the aisle up to the altar, going around the back with a big stone wall that's behind it, and entering back into her room and motions you to come in.
You come in.
All right, you see a nice furnished, it looks like a living room, but it has a bed in it as well. And she shuts the door and just motions, I suppose. Just unfurl it and put it wherever.
Okay. I'm gonna take it out. And, okay, it's just like Wesley's normal leg, just growing out of the rat. And so Wesley's thinking, I could convince her this is gonna be the new normal. So instead of placing the rat like sideways, he's gonna place the foot down like that and try to have the foot balance the rat so that it's kind of like standing on its own.
She sees it when you unfurl it, finally, actually in person, and set it down on his foot, and she... Oh, that's...
Sister Grail.
A large rat. With a leg.
Look what I can make it do. I'm gonna make it do squats.
Okay.
And try to balance.
You succeeded your checks the day
Sister
prior,
Grail.
so...
Oh, you gonna let me do it?
You think of it doing squats, and that leg just starts bending up and down with the rat's body just plopping above it.
Look at the connection at the base, Sister Grail. You see, sometimes the body rejects foreign objects and it rots, but...
Hold on, how are you making it move right now?
Well,
are you doing that?
Yes.
And you're not actually touching it, right?
No.
You're controlling that leg through just magics?
Well, a little bit of both. I can transmit actions just by thinking directly to it.
Huh. And she seems like she's studying you as you say that. So what do we do with it now?
Well, I wanted it to eventually become a prosthetic, but I needed more time, and this is the most I could do with it before they made me bury it. So if I had more time, I can actually make it a prosthetic.
All right. I suppose, sure. Well, leave it here for now and come by when you're ready.
Okay. Thank you, Sister Grail.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna still keep squatting as I turn around and begin to leave. When I get far enough, it's probably just gonna plop and just sit there, or just try to climb its way towards me.
You walk out the door and shut her door behind you and start heading halfway to the chapel. Just a little outside the chapel, you hear just like a plop sound.
Yeah.
And then continue on out of the chapel.
All right.
I'll be there waiting for you. Everything go okay? I don't see the leg, so she's bearing it?
Well, Sister Grail, let me keep it here.
I guess that's a win?
I'm not sure how it'll react with me being away from it, but I'm kind of curious.
We're gonna come back and the temple's gonna be on fire.
I guess look forward to like finding out the unknown then.
We'll just see it tomorrow.
Let's head back to the other guys. They were getting some ales.
Yeah, you guys would have gone back in the inn.
Can we be like one ale deep already?
You'd be 1 ale deep.
2 for you.
Working on my second.
Yeah.
You walk into the Stonehill Inn. You see the 2 gentlemen at the bar once again, drinking ales, just hanging out.
So earlier, they just let you walk out with their mug?
Yeah, one actually asked about that. As you return, Toblin, when you're drinking your ale, he sees your cup sitting next to you. He says, "And the other one?"
Oh, I took it to the back for you. You get it clean.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He turns around. The door's actually right behind him, behind the counter. You can't go in the... No one goes in the back.
I pull out like 5 silver and just...
Ah, I see. Well, that works too. That's what it costs. He takes
You owe me
silver.
5 silver.
Oh, I gave it to...
You didn't do shit. You owe me 5 silver. I told you it's coming out of your coin purse.
But I thought I put it over on that. Oh, it's those. And I just point to
another table.
I just point away. It's over there.
Uh-huh. And he goes back to cleaning another mug.
Why did you blow my cover? I had them.
You didn't have shit. You're a terrible liar.
That was my cup. And I point to the one you set down.
This one?
Yeah. Where's your cup? You forgot it. You lost yours.
Don't gaslight me.
I don't understand.
I will break your brain.
Wedge and Wesley, you've entered at this point.
Oh, we were going to meet y'all there.
Apparently didn't take that long.
Wesley, you got everything squared away with the witchy woman.
I did. I think I convinced her.
What do you mean?
She let me keep it there.
Great.
So I'll
That's
come
great.
back tomorrow, and maybe she'll let me work on it some more.
Just gonna go. It's like a daycare.
Yeah. It's like she's taking care of me.
Tablet. Tablet.
He turns around. Jets.
3 more.
All right.
3 more.
3 more it is.
Did you want any?
Yeah, 2 more.
5 more.
5.
1
3
please.
and 2.
6.
6. 3, 2, 1.
2 silver each. Keep up with your own tab.
You got mine, right?
Sure.
We're just gonna take out a sheet of paper and just kind of keep looking up at Tonk, and then scribbling something, and then look at you and scribble.
Do I notice this?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's-
it's like 10 in the morning too, isn't it?
It's been
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
Is it lunchtime?
No.
God. You sure?
How many days we got? 10?
After today, 9 to go.
May I?
May you...
I moved my chair over.
I'm gonna crawl up onto the table and kind of like.
You're at a bar. The,
Whoa,
the
wait,
actual...
we're
We're
not-
just
we're not
at the
at-
actual bar.
Oh, then I'm gonna crawl up on the bar and walk over to him and pull out a little measuring tape and like, may I?
Toblin turns to face you. Do this. What are you doing? You don't
Measuring?
stand on the bar.
I'm gonna sit on the bar.
No, you can't get off my bar. People drink here. Your boots have touched who knows what.
All right, so I'm gonna slide on my butt back to my seat on top of the bar. It slides down.
These barbers. Good God.
I'm like,
If he looks at me, I'm just.
Tom, come here. Can I take a measurement of your head real quick?
Oh, okay.
Can I just take a quick measurement of his head?
You do that.
And I'm gonna write it down. And
He submits to it. You get the measurings of his head.
yeah, that's it.
What number was it, Mr. Ravendun?
32.
That seems pretty big.
How big a dwarf head is?
Oh. There's a lot of brain in there.
I think he's hitting on me.
Oh, I didn't say that in character. My bad, dude.
I think he's hitting on me.
So you guys enjoy your ales, hanging out at the bar. What are we doing? Anything else, or are we just moving on?
No, I'll say, like, barring anything specific over the next, 9 days, I would spend my time doing what we talked about before, and then also probably trying to write music, write songs, and come up with lyrics and insults, things like that.
Okay, that's okay.
I would probably do that by like going out to maybe just outside of town, finding a tree or something, and like just sitting underneath it.
Meditating,
Yeah.
playing. All right. You can easily do that outside of town. There's a few trees around, not too far away, not too dangerous. Unless anyone else is doing anything else on day 1, we're gonna move on to day 2.
I guess I got enough time to craft a spell scroll.
If you want, 25 gold materials and
I will do that.
level 1 spell.
Leslie's gonna walk around the bar and try to see if he could find another rat to replace the one that is at Sister Grail's house.
He's gonna go rat catching.
He's gonna go rat hunting. Or should I ask someone where the trash is? I feel like I could walk around and see.
Make a roll a d20.
Ooh,
It's gonna be very difficult to find a rat.
this place is clean. There's a 4.
You spend a lot of time.
Wait,
you,
is it which modifier do I add to?
none.
Okay.
You search the rest of the day for a rat. You just cannot find one around here.
Okay.
All right.
No, not to do that anymore.
Day 1 continues on. Wedge, you craft your spell scroll as you desired. Tonk, you hang out and do Tonk things the rest of the day.
Yeah, Tonk just kind of tonks.
You've seen Wesley hunting around for something, but he looks disappointed.
Yeah, people watching.
And Flynn spends the rest of the day just in town. And next day he'll probably head out and start working on his stuff. So day 1 ends. Day 2 begins. If you're just eating food in town, just subtract 3 silver, and that'll be your meal for the day, so you're not exhausted. Unless you want to take the exhaustion, that's optional.
Before we went to bed that night, we were gonna set up like a to-go breakfast thing.
A to-go breakfast thing?
Yeah, so we can eat it because I gotta get to Darren's house early in the
Yeah,
morning.
I wanted to. It was like before we go to bed.
Oh,
I wanted.
okay.
Hey, first thing in the morning, we need this food.
Oh, just ready to go when you get up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing a mobile order.
Packaged. Okay, well that's done then. That's no problem.
Okay.
So you have
said
that in the
3
morning.
silver?
Yeah, still 3 silver.
Cool.
And then you're heading to Darren Ethermist immediately.
Yep.
Flynn, you're heading outside of town.
No, I'm not missing this.
Are you going with him?
I can go. The tree's gonna be there when this is done.
Okay. Wesley, you're spending the day rat hunting, I guess.
What are you doing?
Going
He's going to get his ass whipped.
Oh no, dude, I gotta go with help Mr. Ravendun.
Okay. Tom.
Tonk's gotta go. Tonk's gotta go figure out about that rock stone.
Okay. So first we'll wrap up his session. Well, no, actually it's gonna take longer. We'll wrap up yours. So all three of you head out and head to Eatermouth Orchard. You head to Halia's first thing in the morning, the Miners' Exchange. Once you get there, you right when the sun rises, you're heading there?
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as I would assume it would be open.
Yeah, because once you get there, you don't think it'd be open. Sun just came up pretty much. So you're just gonna stand outside, wait in line for the new iPhone?
Yeah, Thunk would do that.
All right. You stand outside the Miners' Exchange, waiting for your opportunity to go inside and maybe inquire. In the meantime, the three of you head to Eatermouth Orchard, which again, you see Darren out there and Gravit just getting ready to train, and Bertice out there again. When Darren calls you over this time, Wedge, he's showing you positioning of how to hold a blade and move it when using in combat, with different swinging techniques and how to come around and immediately swing again. Basically, just giving you the basics of using a long sword
Okay.
in combat. That practice, this time he doesn't attack you or try to beat you up. And your training goes on for 3 hours. Pretty uneventful for you guys. Just watching.
I've got my
Take a long rest.
like thing of whiskey. I'm just there, and if it's 3 hours, I'll be there like playing songs too. Now, for what it's worth, I would have been going up and giving words of encouragement and bardic inspirations to Gravit in between training sessions.
Okay. So Gravit has a little bit easier time. I got you.
So he would have advantage on multiple rolls. I have 6 to throw out per day.
Well, we'll say in this case, it just made his training. He was able to catch up a bit easier. Maybe keep up with Wedge in this case.
Ooh.
And Wesley are just hanging out with him and whatnot. Talk. After about 2 hours of waiting, and the sun a bit higher in the sky, maybe it's still early morning, you hear the clicking sound inside the Miners' Exchange. The door, sorry.
Well, I'll turn and knock.
You knock and no one answers.
Okay, then I walk in.
You open the door and walk right in. And, you can see halfway walking towards her counter is Halia. As she hears the door open, she pauses and turns and sees you and says, "Oh, first thing in the morning."
You said come see you in the morning.
That I did. I assume you're here to inquire about the stone again? She
No.
walks up to you.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry to break this news to you, but I think I may have found a buyer. A gnomish fellow came in and offered 1,000 yesterday evening.
Gnomish fellow?
Indeed.
Oh, what do you look like other than a gnome?
Well, wore a small cap, dark jacket, gnome.
Racist.
Did he say why he wanted it?
Wasn't too interested in the why when he offered 1,000 gold to me. Told him I'd still have some feelers out just to see if I could get anything more, but it's looking quite bright for him, I have to say. Unless you can do something better?
Yeah, you like checking your pockets.
Do you do payment plans?
No.
Is there something you need done?
I don't know anyone or thing that needs to be dealt with at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you a little something. And you tell me, we can kind of maybe work off this. I kind of like look around, obviously knowing I'm the only one in there, being I just walked in. Well, we might be going to the Wave Echo Cave. And,
Oh?
you know, if there's something in there that may spark your interest, we can maybe work out a deal in that way. I, a fighting dwarf, spends my gold on booze. I'm not going to lie to you, but I adventure for the fun, and what you have there has brought me more joy than I've seen in a long time. And I'm willing to go the extra mile and find something or find maybe something that would
Do you know where it is?
Wave Echo Cave. Personally, I know someone that knows where it is, but
Do you have a map?
I again personally do not have a map, but I may know someone that does.
Tell you what. You bring me a legitimate map that leads to this place, and the stone is yours.
Or as in give you the map?
Trade, I would like to say.
Oh, okay. I'll have to see if I can get the map, but you will have to promise me that you won't sell it to this gnomish fellow while I'm trying to acquire said map. You have to give me like a day or two. Gotta do a little work.
I'll give you 2 days.
Okay, all right.
She smiles at you and says, I hope we can make this arrangement work.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll like turn around all giddy and walk right out.
Okay, you leave the miners' exchange. After those 3 hours of training, the rest of you just go about your regular business. I assume you head outside of town to do your meditating. Are you just hanging out? Looking for
I gotta
rats,
go
or-
back to Sister Grail. Gotta visit the rat.
Okay, you head to Sister Grail and you start your rat.
What happens to the rat when I'm gone
Training.
after 24 hours?
Well, actually, I suppose that's kind of up to you. How did you feel when you left that rat? What were you thinking of it doing?
I didn't know what it would do, but I felt like I was gonna miss it because I liked the rat.
Okay. In that case, you wouldn't... Well, I guess you wouldn't really know what it did, but when you come back and talk to Sister Grail, she briefly describes how it seemed to sort of drag itself to the door and into the door for maybe like 30 seconds and then just stop. So perhaps when you got away a certain distance, it stopped doing what it was doing.
Did it start to rot, or is it like...
It was just laying there,
Okay,
as far
cool.
as she described.
I wasn't sure if it would just start dying if I was away from it.
So
Whatever you want it
you
to
hang
do.
out with her and start going over fluids.
Oh, yeah.
and
Just
whatnot.
salt and water, dude. Boom.
And
That's the formula.
and start experimenting with your leg, I suppose. And she seems to be writing down something as you're doing this while watching you.
Not as Wesley, though.
Okay, yeah, not as Wesley. Unless anyone else is doing anything else for the day, we're going to the next day.
I need to talk to Wedge.
Okay. Wedge, where are you?
I guess I would be alone in the inn recovering.
Mhm.
I want to make a quick trip over to the general store and buy some cloth and leather, just fastenings and just consumable stuff,
Okay.
like materials.
When you head into the inn, Tonk would have already been there because I don't know if you know where else to look. Just kind of looking around, waiting. You see Wedge walk in, a bit beaten and bruised.
How
Well,
much
not
would
beaten
that-
and bruised, but just worn out.
How much would that cost? Because I would make that stop, I guess, before the end.
You go there first.
Yeah, on the way back from Darren.
What are you trying to buy?
Just some bits of cloth, leather, maybe some buckles. Just small stuff like that.
Let's say 5 gold.
Yeah. Cool.
And you see Wedge walk in with a grocery bag.
Oh, hey. You look a lot better today than you did.
He didn't hit me today.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Am I here as well? Or?
You would have been outside of town unless you
Alright,
didn't
never
want to be.
mind. Yeah, no, I'm outside. Town.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Mostly
wanna
it was
know.
he was showing us instead of just hitting us. I guess first day was a test of where we at, and today was like showing us how to get better. It was much nicer than getting hit in the face.
That's nice. Question for you. You know how you can really do really well documents, official forgery documents?
Yay!
How are you with maps?
really good with maps.
How much do you remember of the map to the Wave Echo Cave?
I would think fairly well, but how much would he remember?
Would Wedge remember?
Oh, wait. Do you remember if I put in my cube?
I don't know what you do with your cube.
I might check my cube and see if I recorded the map in my cube.
Make a history check. You need a 15.
12 plus 5 is 17.
You would have recorded it.
I'm like, dude, boom.
So, could you make me a very real-looking version of that map? But maybe take the cave and then move it about 50 miles a different direction.
Nice.
Yeah,
And I mean, like, I want this to look legit.
how soon do you need it? Because that's gonna take a minute.
Maybe 2 days?
Yeah, you can definitely do it in 2 days.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, do you need any? Like, can I get you anything to?
No,
like,
no, I have everything I need.
I don't want to stop you from doing anything that you need to get done. You know that.
No, I think with
I think it will.
everything I'm going with Darren, doing something like that will be kind of a nice break from just getting my ass kicked. And
Okay.
so yeah, I can start on it tonight, and probably in a day and a half, be finished with it.
Okay.
And you want it exactly 15 miles?
No, I mean just don't put it exactly where it is.
Okay, I can do that.
Make the map look like it's, but just a little.
I can do that. And I get the end of our
Go.
conversation.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The rest of the day goes by as normal unless anyone's doing anything else.
Jamie, is me and Sister Grill getting closer?
You seem more focused on the rat in the leg than anything
Okay,
else. So not
if I
particularly.
yawned and was like, I need to see how she felt about that. No, just kidding. No. Never mind. All right, I'm focused on the work. We'll stay there.
The day moves on. Everyone returns to the inn as usual and heads to sleep and whatnot. Another day passes. Long rests as well. You have all your stuff back. Day 3 comes. Your packaged lunches are ready again. Subtract 3 silver if you're eating something in town. Or your packaged breakfast.
And I'm off to Darren's house.
Is anyone doing anything different than the previous day?
Same thing. I'm hoping to see him get his ass whipped.
I'm going this time, knowing that the map's probably not quite ready.
No.
So there's no reason for me to go bug her.
Before going to bed, I would have spent my time making the right tool for the job and doing a forgery kit. So I would have my calligraphy kit and now a forgery kit as well.
Okay. So you have your kit ready for your forging you're going to do soon?
Yep.
Okay. You do your training. It's pretty grueling, but again, not as intense as day 1, fortunately. You're starting to get the hang of this sword stuff a bit. All of you watch him, Wedge do his training and whatnot, and Grobbit, who he seems a bit inept, but he's trying. Besides that, nothing else too eventful happens. A few of you notice as you're traveling through town and whatnot, doing your day-to-day business. Ramble seems to have left town this day with this armored wagon trailing behind him. Very large compared to his size and his capybara size, but it seems to be just pulling it like it was pulling a little red wagon. But he has left town.
He wasn't wearing dark clothing, was he?
No. He was wearing bright blue clothing.
Fuck is this little gnome? Have we seen any little asshole gnomes running around in goth gear?
Make a perception check.
I'm the only little asshole around here.
Sure.
What's it worse?
It was way worse. 13.
You haven't seen any other gnomes around other than Ramble or Wedge in town at all. Okay. Evening comes. You all head back to the inn, settle down. Toblin, what's up?
After training, it's been 2 days. Stop by the smith.
Oh, you go back by the smith?
Yeah.
When you do, your barding is prepared now, so you can equip Bug properly.
Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it on him.
So this is as if Bug has a shield now, but it's like kind of armor form.
Yep.
Okay. Once you all get back to the Stonehill Inn, Toblin actually sees you walk in and waves you over.
You probably.
If this is about the mug, you're paying for it. Hi, Toblin.
Evening, fellows. Just to let you know, the holy lady, Grail, came by. Said to stop by her place when you have an opportunity.
She wanted us to go visit her.
Aye.
Oh, all right. Toblin, thank you.
Wesley, you could still be over there, or you can be with the group right now. Which would you prefer?
At Sister Grail's? How long has it been since he's been training?
It's the sun's almost like halfway down. It's like
But
almost
is it dinner
evening.
time?
Yeah.
I'd be with them.
Okay.
For dinner. Dinner boys.
So all of you head to Sister Grail's?
Yeah.
Okay. You all head back to the chapel. And once you go inside, you can see... Why did my tabard music stop?
I thought it was going to get dramatic, honestly.
Yeah,
Sister Grail
honestly, I
wants
thought you did that on purpose.
Oh, we dropped frames. We're lagging. That's why.
Oh.
So...
Lag a little.
No, it's supposed to be chill still. So you all go inside the chapel. And you can see a few people are still in there. And Sister Grail's at the altar. Looks like she's doing a little bit of reading. She sees all of you walk in. And lights up a bit. And then it motions for y'all to come up to her. And she steps to the side... this side wall near a table, and there's a crate sitting on it.
What's going on with that?
So you all approach? You all walk up?
Yeah.
Okay. She says, just a gift sent in by some good friends. I was thinking maybe they may have sent something for you too. And she opens the crate up. The lid's already been opened up. She just slides it off. And motions for you to look inside. Once you look inside, you can see what looks like a lot of clothing layered on in this crate. And she, as you stare at these clothes, she motions to kind of go a bit deeper. Check it out.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
When you look beneath them, you see what looks like a small cache of items. Inside, you find 1 potion of invisibility, 1 wand of magic detection, 4 potions of healing, and 1 scroll of dimension door.
Dementia door.
Fancy.
Is she like explaining what all this stuff is, or do we just know?
She's mentioning in very vague terms what all this is. Like,
Okay.
and this one, people won't even be able to see you. Stuff like that. And this is medicine, and this one will let you see things better. Wand of detection. Just being coy about it.
So I think we split the potions up equally.
Yeah.
We had a potion of healing. That's an easy one.
Fucking cool ass clothes.
And all the clothes are traveler's clothes. Looks like there's maybe 6 sets of them. Which she says, you're welcome to those as well if you can find need of them. But only if you need them, please. Not for money's sake.
Did they send any weapons, like you asked?
They did not. Likely they disapprove of me having to use them and wants me to stay to the shadows, which is understandable.
I think would be funny? An invisible tonk hitting the shit out of people.
They wouldn't see it coming.
I wouldn't.
I agree.
I'd really be able to get my rocks off.
No, they could hear him. So it depends on the situation, I suppose, because alternatively, if we were trying to be cautious and sneak around, someone of your stature would be more beneficial, but that can be a in-the-moment call, so I think, yes, maybe we hand it off to our
Yeah.
resident badass over here.
Could you just imagine them not just sitting there? Pa!
I can imagine it, and that's what makes it so amazing.
Good times. Wand of detection? Just when we throw that in the bag.
What does the wand of detection actually do?
Wand of magic detection. It allows you to cast a magic detection spell.
Does it have charges?
It does. You should be able to just add it to your character sheet. It should be a magic item that's already included. It'll tell you how many charges it has, how it recharges.
Quite the inquisitive one. You've got your weird cube.
And I can actually cast detect magic from my cube.
Oh.
But
Well, then maybe.
We could sell it.
Well, I mean,
No,
we could still
I would
use it.
prefer if you don't need it, leave it with me.
yeah.
well, I can make you a sheath for it, and you hold it. So if we're not together, you can use it.
Yeah, I'll hold on to the wand then.
All right.
Wand of magic detection, you said?
Yes. Or detect magic.
Wand of detect magic?
Yeah.
Wand of magic detection?
Well, yeah, whatever it's worded. Yeah, it's one of those.
I'm just
ways.
reading what's in
It's one of
D&D
those
Beyond
ways.
here.
Detection of magic wand.
It detects. It only detects magic wands.
Yeah.
It probably finds other wands.
So you all gather these supplies. Are we doing anything else for the evening, or moving on next day?
Oh, I would just poke Wedge.
Is that
How's,
everything that was in there?
Yes.
Invisibility.
And the 6 sets of
wand.
traps are
Is it
close.
the morning? What?
No, it's night. So
It's evening.
wrapping up.
Late evening.
I'll like come to my room. I'm almost done. With the map. And if you come up there, it looks exactly like the map, except the cave, instead of like over here, it's 180 degrees the other way. So I'm like, how does it look so far?
Yeah, I think.
I got a couple other things to do with it. Add a little color here, just like the original one, and you should be good tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And I want to go down to Toblin as well
Okay.
and ask if I can't buy 2 mugs.
We worn out our good welcome with mugs.
He says, for gold, you can have 2.
Deal.
You know, buy like 20 mugs with that gold.
At least get ale in them.
Well, the magic, the weird magic shop, does that change every day, or is it just? I don't remember.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
Y'all
run
haven't
back
been
up
there,
to my
so
room
I
with
don't
the
know.
2 mugs.
I want to do that next time.
Okay. You head back to your room with those 2 mugs. You meet up with Tonk, going through your recreation/forgery of a map. You don't. It doesn't say anything about making a check for that, right?
Technically, yeah, I would. If I'm trying to pass it off as the real thing,
Mhm.
there would be some kind of check involved. But I'm proficient in both calligraphy skills and with the forgery kit that I made, I'm proficient with that as well.
What would a writing check be? We'll say we'll go off your intelligence then. See how smart you are with this. Make an intelligence check. And then go ahead and add your proficiency bonus as well.
Sweet. 15 plus 18.
Okay. Tonk, you receive a looks kind of old looking map here. You'd be surprised if this wasn't the real thing.
Oh, I told you to move the cave.
I did. And I bring up the cube. Like if you see on the original map, cave's over here. On that map, it's over here.
Oh, okay. I'll roll it up and put it in my bag.
Okay.
Good?
Oh yeah, I think
Okay.
this should be good. Thank
All right.
you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anytime. I appreciate it. Glad I could help.
Yeah.
Not cute.
Okay. You guys wind down for the evening. Another night passes. Another morning arrives. Are we continuing our same morning?
So I would take the map over.
And you stand outside again until
Oh,
they open?
absolutely. Because I don't know if she's gonna sell it
And
first
I'm
thing or whatever. So yeah.
gonna rush off to, grab the little bag breakfast and 3 silver. To
3
Darren's
silver
house.
if everyone's eating. If you're not, you get an exhaustion. Flynn, are you going with the training?
I'm gonna go with him this time.
And go talk? Okay.
I'm going with Tonk this
You
time.
still going with me?
Yeah.
I was disappointed by the last outing.
All right. And you're going to watch him train? Okay, you head off to Edermith's Orchard. Same training as before, more techniques, more movements and flow of the feet this time. And so training's going pretty good.
Nice.
You two head to the Miners' Exchange. You wait outside. It's kind of awkward. Tonk is standing there, and it's been like 30 minutes, so you're still just standing there.
So, when does this place open?
No, when you hear it click.
We could have been having an ale.
You didn't have one on your way out?
No, I didn't. You rushed me out the door.
You didn't. No, I didn't say you had to come. You followed me.
No, you told me if I wanted to be a part of this, we needed to leave right now.
I just needed to make sure that I can talk to her. Today's the day.
I appreciate your enthusiasm about this, but I feel like, and I like look around, is it just like a ghost town around me?
It's not a lot going on right here right now.
Like we were a bit overzealous. I could have had my bacon.
It'll be any minute.
As you wait and wait, it's definitely more than a minute. It's 5, and then 10, and then 30, and then another 30. A whole hour goes by of waiting until you hear the unlocking of the front door.
The open.
What?
I turn around and immediately walk on in.
It takes me like 30 seconds to like get up. All right.
You head on inside and catch Holly again halfway to her desk, and when she hears that door, she pauses and turns around. Already has a smile on her face, and she says, "Tonk,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. Morning again, bright and early. I see you're here. So you have something for me, I'm presuming?
Oh, as long as you still have something for me?
Oh, you brought a friend.
Would you have filled us in on this whole
No.
thing? All right.
No, he just knows he made a map for me.
Okay.
I like to do these type of dealings in my office, since it's a bit more personal. If you would follow me.
Absolutely.
Are you coming as well?
Yeah.
Sure, right this way. And she turns around, starts walking towards behind her counter to a back office, and opens the door and motions you inside.
Walk on in.
Are there chairs?
There's actually a round table with quite a few chairs.
I go and just sit down.
Okay. You walk inside and sit down. Tonk, you do the same?
No, I'm too giddy. I just walk to the table and I'll stand next to him, but I'll be standing at the table.
Okay. As you walk inside, standing, she holds the door open a bit longer, and a few more people come inside. First it's 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. All armed with various weaponry on their sides as they all walk inside. And then she closes the door.
Ooh.
And then says, "Tonk, please, a seat."
Okay. I'll sit down.
Tonk, you told me we were coming here to look at some stones.
No, we're getting a new stone.
Halia walks around the table on the other side and sits opposite from you and gets comfortable and says, "Oh, apologies about the entourage.
Yeah, who the fuck is this?
Well, these are my guards.
Have I seen them before?
You've seen them standing around the shop multiple times you go inside, normally as if they're perusing the inventory."
Oh, they're like secret shoppers.
Are you asking me that, or
No, I'm just... Yeah.
So she says,
Cover.
sometimes in these more profitable dealings, things can go a little weird. So I like to have my men nearby.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I understand. That makes complete sense.
Yeah, I'm supporting the patriarchy. It's great.
So you have the map?
Do you have the stone?
Of course I do.
Then yeah, I might have a map.
Show me.
Well, show me the stone.
I'm looking at like all the other people sitting around.
They're all standing and they're all lined near the door.
This is all like I did not expect to walk in and be like this to be this serious. I was just like I thought I was coming to buy some fucking rocks.
Tonk, I asked you first. You have the map?
Okay, fair. I'll pull the map. I don't unravel it. Just
Wait, hold on.
Is that the map of the
Yeah.
wave?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I didn't necessarily fill my party in because I know they wouldn't necessarily like me trading the map for the stone.
No, I think
but
this is a terrible idea.
but they don't understand.
what is
the
in that
stone.
cave is much more valuable than whatever fucking rock you're going to try and buy it from.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
7 hells.
Please.
No stone. Now I showed you. I don't gotta hold the stone. You just gotta show me stone. I've showed my end. It's only fair. I didn't come in with my whole posse.
You see her lean down to the side for a moment and pull out that shard.
Oh, yeah.
And as you see it again, you don't necessarily blank out for a moment, but you feel almost like an electrical shock in your mind. It stings and gives you a quick, just instantaneous migraine that vanishes a second later. And then she tucks it away again.
I'll tuck this away. That's not very sporty of you.
Wait, what are we fucking doing here? We're at a big, weird table. You hand him the rock, he hands you the map. We're not supposed to share with people.
Don't worry about it. I trust her.
You know what? No. This whole thing's off. I don't like it. Put the map away.
Oh,
I don't know how you got that, but I don't like it.
I just.
It's a fucking rock.
How disappointing. You don't want to trade anymore.
No, he doesn't. I do. He decided to hit your lawn. He has no idea what was going on.
Tell you what, she pushes herself up from her seat and then stands and says, perhaps you should discuss it with your allies first. I'll give you 2 hours. And then motions towards the door.
What time is it? Are they done with this? Okay, alright. Alright. Come on, party pooper.
I just get up. I'm just dead staring you in the face.
Does the Scooby-Doo gang behind us move?
They're all
By
to
the
the
way.
side of the door just looking.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all have a good one. We'll see you in a few hours.
It's like we're leaving. Like, so scary. Ooh. Like, walk out. I'm like just visibly like. There could be a child with a lollipop right now, and it would piss me off.
Okay. Yeah. You're outside her back office, back in the main room. No, the men follow out behind you, and again disperse out in the shop.
All right, we need to go get the other two.
Oh, so now we're involved.
Well, you have to be if I'm gonna get that stone.
You're going to give them the map to the. Are you always this stupid, or are
Okay,
you
come
making
on,
a special
come on,
fucking
come on.
effort today?
And I'll just start walking out the door.
Okay. Yeah, you're outside.
Glenn, you just don't understand. Sometimes you need to trust the tonk. Come on, let's go get the other two and I'll explain everything.
All right. Let's go. Everything hurts.
And I'll follow.
By the assumption of the time of day, I would assume that they're still training, or
They will still be training.
then we're heading to Darren.
Maybe we'll get something positive out of the day.
All right. You head to Eatermouth Orchard, and you see Wedge in mid-training with Wesley leaning on a fence post nearby, encouraging him as he goes.
How much longer you got?
You gotta ask Darren.
An hour.
An hour.
Well, we got some important.
We'll take a break.
Yeah.
Can we talk while I
Dan.
train?
No.
Darren, we're taking a break. Big shit.
Okay. So, can I
Don't look at him.
break?
Don't look at him.
This isn't. Sorry.
Sounds important.
Yeah. Be right back. What happened?
Okay.
Do you have any idea how this one got a copy of the map of the Wave Echo Cave that he's willing to trade for a fucking rock?
You see a really fucking stupid smile on my face. We're good. I'm gonna just start. We're good, and head back to Darren. We're good.
He turns around and
Kind of wave you off like it's fine.
Nope. Nope. I cast
Uh-oh.
a second level thunder wave right in front of me as I just no.
Or were you casting it at someone? Are you casting it at Wedge?
Yeah. As when he turns his back to me.
I make saving throw, Wedge.
19.
Ooh.
Did I
You
get
take-
a plus with anything?
You'll take half damage. I was just trying to knock you. Where's my?
That's 28 damage.
No.
You just killed me.
It's not that serious. So it was 13, so half of that, so 6 thunder damage.
You feel this intense wave just shove past. You kind of stumble forward a bit, but catch yourself.
Can I tuck and roll and get on back on my feet?
Yeah, you can talk. You've been training. Yeah, you can tuck and roll. Why not? You tuck and roll.
Whoa. What was that about?
We're just taking. Oh, so nothing's serious anymore.
We're good.
It's a fake.
Oh, okay.
It's fake.
You meaning to tell me we walked all the way to the fucking Miners Exchange? We waited for over an hour for it to open. We walked in to multiple armed guards staring at us while you're about to hand over a fucking map that is the key to our entire adventuring future without telling me that it's a fucking fake?
Yeah, I drew that last couple of days.
I'm not talking to you anymore. You.
I'm gonna go back to Darren.
In my defense, we were standing there for an hour and you didn't even ask me why we were really here. There.
I did. You told me we were here to look at rocks.
I told you I was here to get the stone.
Right.
Yeah. You didn't ask how. It's fake, but I do believe if we're going back, I think we need to take them with us.
Oh, no, you should take just them with you because I'm going to be at the bar.
No, I think I do. I think if things are going the way they're probably gonna go, I'm gonna need you to.
Oh, now we need me.
I didn't know she was
You
gonna
didn't
have the
think it
whole
would have been
entourage
important
with her.
to include me in your little plan of deception.
I thought it
even
would-
though that's my entire thing.
To be honest, you haven't come with me once to any of these meetings, and the one you chose to come to,
No.
you blew up.
No, I asked you if you wanted me to come with you the day before, and you told me no, I don't want you there.
I said no, I don't need you there. If you wanted to come, you still could have came.
I can't. I fucking can't. I
But
fucking
now I think I need you there.
can't. No. Well,
You hear Wedge training in the background.
this.
Wesley still cheering.
I mean, I'll go back by myself, but just you'll know if I don't show back up at the inn at the end of the night where I'm probably at. Maybe. Area, roughly.
Probably where his weird fucked up leg should be. What the fuck are we doing? It's been 3 days!
Both of you make an insight check as well, since we're on the topic.
If it's on me, my sanity is
Inside.
You can make it with disadvantage.
slipping.
It's thinking about the
Is that
scenario
natural?
you guys just dealt with at the Miners Exchange.
Non-natural 20.
Oh, me too?
Yeah, you can make it with disadvantage if you're kind of in a not sound state of
Yeah.
mind.
Is there double disadvantage?
Double D.
It'd be funny if you just like nat 20, nat 20.
What is the check?
Insight.
Use your inspiration.
I already did. 17 though.
Okay, well, with a
That's what this-
15 or higher, both of you would think just that whole situation was just off. It seemed you might be dealing with someone who's a bit more than just working a mineral shop, but you probably already deduced that internally. With a 20 or higher, you're able to deduce a little bit more, Tonk. Is just seeing the demeanor of how all these people kept themselves and looking at those guards that were standing. They didn't look like typical guards. They didn't just look like run-of-the-mill soldiers. There's something more to all of them that seems quite dangerous, to where they may have means of trying to find out that you have a forged map. They may have means of detecting things that are certain ways. You know, if that did happen, the outcome would be very bad.
Yeah. I still get my stone, right?
You asking me? I mean, yeah.
Well, no, in my head.
I'm off at like the nearest apple tree, just leaning against it with my head on the trunk. Just.
As you keep training, Wedge and Wesley, you could. What are you doing? Anything different?
Huh?
Are you doing
Is he
anything
near
different?
me?
You see him near a tree. Yeah, not far away.
When do you lose your arm?
He's perfected his work.
Nah, I'm just cheering.
Okay.
I do look at Mr. Flynn, but I was like, he just likes nature.
Yeah, love it.
All right. Unless we're doing anything else, we're moving through the day.
I mean,
I'm still
I
training.
need to go back
Yeah, you can go back whenever you want.
to get this stone. If y'all don't want to come with me,
Did
I
you
got
ask
an
all of
hour
us?
left of training if you want to.
Oh, you said we were going through the day, though, right?
If he doesn't go back, yeah.
Oh, this same day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm going to finish up training
Okay.
because I have no idea what's going really.
Yeah, we didn't
Going
hear
on.
that part.
Well, an hour and a half will go by unless you do something else.
I'll go up to Darren.
He's mid showing Wedge a swing.
I'm just like, without any care for my own well-being at this point, just walking up to Darren.
Mm-hmm. Whoa! Hold on. Walking into sword range isn't wise mid swing.
Yeah,
You're right.
No. Everything's perfect. What do you know about Holly Thornton? Is she weird? Is she deeper than just selling stones?
She
Be straight up. Don't bullshit with me, please.
She keeps her business to herself. That's all I know about her. Why?
Just seems like she rolls a bit deeper than what someone who sells rocks should.
Is that a mining pun?
It could be.
All right.
All right. Thank you. And I'll just turn and just walk back off over to the tree. I'm just gonna sit down.
Okay.
I'll go with you. I'm not going to let you walk into the lion's den alone. But going forward, can we not just... We're going into something like this, especially if we're trying to deceive someone, we need to be in the loop.
so okay, fair. I just didn't think any of y'all really cared as long as it wasn't
course we
like.
care.
you
You're
know?
one of us. You're one of the team. You're one of the Sword Coast fucking barbers.
Okay, all right. Well, when they're done with their training, I'd like to just tell them to tag along.
Okay. Your training takes about an hour and a half to finish. And Tonk, you wait anxiously, knowing that 2-hour mark might be approaching. Until Darren finally calls it a wrap for the day. And Grobbit, super ecstatic that we're done. And Bertice coming up and just talking him over how good he did. And you go back to your group, sweating, tired, and Tonk looks ready to go.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, where are we going?
So, because Flynn told me I had to fill you in, the map you made for me, I am trading it to Mrs. Minor Exchange Lady for the stone.
Are you familiar with the mobs that operate out of some of the larger cities? I think that's what we're dealing with here. Because
Funny
when
enough,
we
yeah.
went in to pick up make an exchange for a rock, there were half a dozen heavily armed men standing around the table with us as he was prepared to hand over a fraudulent map in exchange for some rock that made him go into some existential crisis 3 days ago.
You didn't tell me you were going to use it to fool somebody.
You didn't ask, 1. 2, why else would I ask you to make a fake map?
So that you could. I like maps, and you knew it was secret, so maybe you're like, hey, I want this map, but if somebody finds it, I don't want somebody to find it.
This is why I don't tell everyone everything.
That's why you should tell everyone everything.
Because I'm not really comfortable with the dishonesty thing.
But it will make me happy.
I guess I support you in that. Just saying I'm not.
I know he's got my back.
That's right, Mr. Stone Dog.
Yeah.
We're good guys.
Shut the fuck up. We're trying to make this place safe. All right? And we got rid of the red brands, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right? They were very overtly dickish. This seems very subvertly dickish.
Okay.
Which is
I
my experience more of a
understand.
problem.
Yes.
So, okay. Fair.
It means
so
they're
if
smart.
we want to go in there and you feel like you need to do the talking, that's fine. If we go in there and we have to bust some heads, that's fine.
It's not a good look
Donks
for
here
us
the
to
party.
Look, she's been here far longer than any of us.
Just say we
Clearly,
got-
she's an established person in the town. If it comes to a situation where it's her word versus ours, I highly doubt anyone except Harbin fucking Wester is going to believe us.
If it comes down to her word versus ours, I don't think words are going to be coming out of her mouth.
So we want to just be known as the people who wander into town, take over by brute force, lie, cheat, and steal our way into power. And kill,
And there were her plus 6 other people?
at least.
It wasn't that bad. We've handled worse.
Look, I don't know what their capabilities were, but they didn't seem inept.
Is this rock really worth? This seems like a lot of trouble.
I mean, what were you saying? It was either this or she gives the rock to someone else, yeah?
She was going to sell it to some gnome thing.
I mean,
Thing?
the only gnome that thing.
The way she described it, it didn't sound like just a gnome.
I mean, the only gnomes I've seen is him and Ramble.
Yeah, but the way she described it, it wasn't. I know it wasn't him because I don't think he has 1,000 gold, and I know
Not
it
on
wasn't
me.
Ramble because the way she
What?
she
What do you mean,
described
not on-
it didn't sound like Ramble.
No, it clearly doesn't. So we have a sneaky, stealthy gnome in town.
She did say he was in all like black.
Maybe he was linked up with Mabel and Alpert.
Do
They
you-
love the color black.
Do you know any gnomes from your
Gnomes?
childhood?
Yeah, did you maim any gnomes in your time at Fungal Fort 3?
You don't recall a lot of gnomes being at those places because of their stature and whatnot, they didn't last. They
Okay.
would be able to last long.
Well, I don't remember any there.
We have a rogue goth gnome.
Gotta be with the other.
Would your cousin dress in goth clothes?
Sounds like his style. Yeah. Wouldn't put him past him. I haven't seen him in a while.
I might have to camp outside.
I mean, at this point, you've told this woman we have them. All right. Maybe we say, look, we've reconsidered the map. What could we dangle in front of her? Because at this point, I don't feel like we just turn and walk away without repercussions.
Well, it sounds like they really want this map. Maybe it's not a good idea for them to just, know that we have it.
Look, I'm not above a bit of intimidation. If we can find this little gnome fuck, sorry,
No.
maybe we could convince him it's not worth his time.
How much was the gnome paying for the rock?
1,000.
It's valuable.
I'm gonna have to lean with Flint. So, if we hand over a fake map and they find out, that's a hard place to be.
Yep, I think we need to give Thalia the undercut.
But if
That's stealth
you
deception.
if you
I was
get
gonna
the
get you.
stone, and that gnome comes around, because if it's cow, that's a rock, and then we find ourselves in between a rock and a hard place.
Stone pun.
Yeah. Not a place I think we want to be. Because we're going to, instead of just pissing off one person, we're pissing off two.
Yeah, I just want that stone. I don't really care who I have to piss off to get that stone.
Why do you need it so badly?
To be honest, I don't really know. Like, hurts, but it feels good, you know? Like, I was fine without it, but ever since I saw it, now I just feel like there's a piece of me missing.
That sounds like a kind of stone that could be dangerous in someone else's hands.
Sounds like a stone that could be dangerous in his hands.
Right, but... the devil you know. I say that as a tiefling.
Yeah. One way to find out.
All right, so what do we have to... we have two options here, in my opinion. I don't think we're going to be able to swindle this woman with a fake map. That seemed to be your judgment, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I was just gonna give her the map and she was gonna give me the stone.
Right. You think that would work, still?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They might get mad down the road,
Okay,
but...
well, you just go on in there by yourself and knock it out then. Deal's a deal.
Well, no.
We'll hang out we'll be at the tavern. Or unless there's some other information that you'd like to share.
I don't know what other information...
Oh, no, I don't either. I'm not a mind reader.
Okay.
All right. To the inn.
All right. You coming
Good luck.
with us?
Well, no, I'm gonna go get my stone.
Yeah. No, he's got it. There's no danger.
You're really gonna let him go by himself?
I'm mentally exhausted. I can't do these gymnastics anymore.
Sounds bad.
I head to the miners' exchange.
Okay. And the rest of you going back to Stonehill then?
Yep.
I'm gonna stand in the middle of the street,
I'm a man of my word.
just like
Wesley?
I'm kind of standing with Mr. Ravenden. I'm like, shouldn't we be there to...
Tonk starts walking ahead of you, heading towards the exchange. Flynn takes off to the Stonehill.
Going to get drunk.
This is gonna end very badly. Let's go after Tonk. We're gonna head toward Tonk.
Okay.
Hold up!
You start to catch up to Tonk, who's heading back to the mine exchange. But we're going to have to see how that wraps up next time. That's where we're done for now.
We're gonna die.
Ooh, how spicy. Getting some stuff involved.
Sure, nothing will go wrong.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Oh, could be a
They're
big,
stupid.
could be a big nothing burger. Could be a big, we messed up and now we're going to die burger. I mean, I don't know. I guess we're going to find out, huh? We're just going to see what happens.
They're gonna say.
We could kill everyone in there. I mean, I don't know. Once we get there, we can see how that resolves.
Might as well just go door to door and be like, hey, we're here to murder you now.
The minor exchange must have a double meaning.
You gotta catch him, gotta pizza gate him.
That's the same fucking Pizzagate, dude. They got him down in the basement.
Oh man, that was fun.
They got the gnomes in the basement.
We slowed up on those days a lot more than I thought we did, but that's all right. We're on day 4 now. So you got 6 more to go. Y'all have done some of the stuff. You've gotten some supplies. Talked to Grail. Found out Ramble left. Dealt with Halia.
We
Started
learned
training.
there's a sneaky gnome in town.
Sneaky gnome. That's right, there's a sneaky gnome about. But yeah, we'll wrap up those days next time we're here. Sorry we went over. The roleplay was heavy, and I didn't want to just kill it right there because they were kind of flowing. So, good job, everybody.
The roleplay is always strong with this group.
It is. It really is. Anyone want to say anything before we bounce?
We'll be back next Friday for Saltmarsh.
Saltmarsh pick back up. Excited for that. I gotta watch the video to see where we even left off. 'Cause I forgot.
Bye!
Nice faces. I appreciate it. All right, we're getting out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.